Yo, yo, yo. Happy Friday to everybody. Yes, we are okay. Pretty sure Vic and I don't know about Vic. Uncle Lou, I think, is okay. We were texting about 5 o'clock in the morning as everyone was awake with tornado warnings. I don't think he has power though, or at least he didn't as of about 5 o'clock this morning. We never lost power here. I know there's a lot of people in Charleston area that did lose power, but we didn't. I'm guessing Scott didn't either. Yeah, see Timmy's power. Timmy, are you in the upstate? The upstate got it worse than we did here. Like Greenville and, Clemson area, they got hammered. You're tired of You're tired of hurricanes? Yeah, me too. Hold on. Are you tired of hurricanes, or are you tired of them showing them on TV? I can't tell what you do. Yeah, they happen every year, and they destroy people's lives every year too. I don't know what you're trying to get at there. Are you trying to say they aren't a big deal or something? I don't understand. Of course, a Tennessee man doesn't care about hurricanes. You're in Tennessee. The bad news is it looks like we might be having another one come behind this one. We're getting into the peak of the hurricane season now. From about mid-September through October is about the peak of hurricane season. So, anyway, we have a game tonight. It's in Miami too. I don't think Miami got the worst of this storm, so I'm assuming everything's okay as far as that game going on tonight. I think it starts at 7? 7 or 7:30. So there's Vic. He's alive. Power is out. Yeah. See? I think power is out in a lot of places in Georgia and South Carolina right now. Obviously, I don't know the extent of the damage, and let me turn this music off. It's distracting me. I don't know the extent of the damage in Tallahassee. They got directly hit with a Cat 4. I know that the Seminoles are in Dallas to play SMU this week, so it won't affect their game. But next week, Scott, we have Clemson is supposed to travel to Tallahassee to play the Florida State Seminoles next Saturday. So a week from tomorrow. I don't know how that's I don't know if there's any damage to the stadium or around the stadium or how that's going to work.
I haven't seen the damage to Tallahassee, but I was just looking at the Weather Channel. My God, Cedar Keys, Florida, Tampa, flooded. Clearwater, Florida, showed a house with just water inside the bottom floor, and the people had to go to their top floor to survive the cane. And I mean, it's 2 dead, 4 million without power.
Last I saw was that they've confirmed 5 dead now.
5 dead. Wow.
5 dead.
Wow.
There might be more than that too by the end of this thing here. But
my power did go out, but it went out like 4:30 this morning, and it was right when they let out some sort of tornado warning or severe storm warning, and then 2 or 3 minutes later, power went out. But it was only out for about an hour.
Yeah, so we may have lost power when I was sleeping. I don't know, but we went to bed about 12:30 or so, and then we got awoken around 4:30 with a tornado warning. There was actually a tornado about a mile north of our house here, crossed right over 176.
Damn.
So we may have lost power briefly. I don't know, but not that I can remember.
Well, did you get heavy winds and all that?
Oh yeah. The wind was terrible. The heavy rain, the whole thing.
Yeah. Any debris in your yard, or is everything okay?
Yeah, not really. No, because I don't really have a lot of. I got trees behind my house, but the way that the wind was blowing, it was blowing away. So my yard's fine as far as other than being wet.
Any flying babies land in your yard?
No, I didn't see any flying babies this time. Although it was nighttime, there might have been a bunch of flying babies. I just couldn't see them. So. Hopefully people had their babies inside. Hopefully people had their babies inside this time.
The baby was flying. Hoping the baby is safe.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. But I'm grateful that we're here and not in Florida, man, because it's devastating in Florida.
Did you get anything where you were, Slim, in Tennessee?
I mean, it's raining.
Yeah. Plus, the worst side of the storm is the east side. So, that's why Tampa got hit so hard, because it hit Tallahassee, but they got the brunt of it in down there in Tampa area. But so anything west like Alabama, Tennessee, they probably didn't get hit that hard with this.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if this rain is from that or if it's just rain that pushed in from the west, which is where it usually comes from.
The good news, if there is any good news out of this, is it moved through so fast that I don't think it should affect any games tomorrow. It'll be long gone by then. At least in the southeast. I don't know. Maybe the northeast might be getting some rain tomorrow. I don't know, but.
Well, could they flip script if Tallahassee Stadium is all tore to hell and back? Could they flip script and play the game in Clemson?
I've thought about that. I know that I know Florida State doesn't want to do that because that would be 2 home games in a row for Clemson against Florida State. But I guess they could switch it and say we'll play 2 years in a row in Tallahassee. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
And also, I was wrong. I remember how I told you guys that Stanford went straight from Syracuse to Clemson.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. I don't know. Somebody lied to Peete on the Twitter. I thought everything on the internet was true, so I don't know why somebody lied to me on there. But anyway, they're not even in Clemson yet. They got to play tomorrow.
And they're not even there yet.
They're not even there yet. They're not supposed to get there till tonight because of the storm. So yeah, that's not good for them. As far as I know, they didn't ask for a postponement or a cancellation of the game. They're still planning on traveling and playing the game. So shout out to Stanford for that. I mean, that can't be easy to fly in on Friday night and play on Saturday night.
Stanford said they ain't no bitches.
Yeah, they ain't no bitches. I'll give them credit for that.
Tuscaloosa, and that it might not be in shape, but I don't think Alabama got that badly hit.
No, I don't. I think they just got some rain. Yeah.
They got some rain from the looks of it. It's about it.
I think outside of Florida, Georgia got it the worst, and then the upstate of South Carolina.
Yeah,
now they're warning North Carolina.
A Clemson fan that I follow on Twitter, he lives up around Greenville. So he's up in the upstate, and he said, he got out to check on some people, and he can't even get back home. There's so many trees down, roads flooded, power lines down.
Yeah, it's bad up there.
Well, they're warning Nashville there, but they could have flooding, the river floods, all that. I mean, it could be a big damn mess in Nashville.
The other thing I was thinking about with Stanford flying in tonight is I don't know where they're going to fly into, because the closest major airport to Clemson is Charlotte, rather. There is a Greenville airport, but it's not. I doubt they would fly into there. Maybe they would, but I don't know if they would be able to with the weather conditions up there. So, so wherever they go, they're gonna have to fly into Atlanta or Charlotte or something, and then drive in. So, I don't know.
I don't know. Stanford got big money. I'm sure they can charter a private jet and just fly into Greenville.
I see Octavian said in the chat that Tallahassee is safe, just missed a hurricane.
Just missed the hurricane. What?
That's what he says. Octavian says.
Wasn't that ground zero?
We just missed the hurricane.
Okay.
I thought that Tallahassee was the damn.
Tallahassee was ground zero. They got a direct hit.
Yeah, I thought. It was veering to the east, so I don't know.
Well, leave it to the Florida man to not know when he gets bitch slapped by a hurricane.
I bet Gainesville got it pretty bad too.
Unintended.
Has anybody checked on Celine Driver to make sure he's okay in his retirement community?
Dear God, I mean, that man posts like every 5 minutes about something.
What do you follow him on Facebook or something?
He's one of my Facebook friends, and
yeah.
It was like, the power's out. I don't know if it's going to hit us or not. Oh shit,
Yeah.
On and on and on and on.
Damn, I wish
I knew things were bad when I saw Waffle Houses boarded up and closed. Waffle House is never closed.
Yeah.
In fact, someone made a meme of that, showing a Waffle House closed and people running in panic.
Yeah, if they turn their grills off, it's time to panic.
It is time to panic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're even open on Christmas, I think.
They are.
Yeah.
Yep.
24/7, 365.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to feed America.
Absolutely.
Well, Scott, do you have a fake news for us today, or?
I do, sir.
All right, let's get right to it then. Here, of course, I got to give you a proper intro.
Okay.
Breaking news from the PigskinPeete YouTube channel.
Well, it's time for Peete Podcast Fake News. Audio discretion is advised. Nick Saban put a large ass whooping on Pat McAfee right after College game day in Norman, Oklahoma last Saturday. McAfee was taken by ambulance to a local hospital after Saban took his time and punched and kicked McAfee to a pulp. "Here's how you punt, bitch," Nick Saban shouted as blood and flesh were flying in the air. The calls for Nick Saban to go off on Pat McAfee was the constant singing in Saban's ear for the past 4 broadcasts. "He's giving me tinnitus in my left ear," said Saban. "I'd warned him a number of times, and he kept egging me on." McAfee mumbled from his hospital bed that he wasn't pressing any charges. Pat is considering resigning his position on game day, for Saban has scared the living shit out of him. Arch Manning is challenging the Tesla Cybertruck in a drag race. With the recent news on how fast Arch Manning is on the field, Manning decided that he can make a race against the Tesla truck. Elon Musk asked would he allow this to happen. He stated, "Who the hell is Arch Manning?" Musk, knowing nothing about football, went on to say, "Unless this person is Superman, then yeah, bring his ass on." Arch Manning is working on his run skills, but he's also using a jetpack to make it a close race. They both agreed to a quarter-mile race on a drag race to be determined. Auburn's War Eagle, a huge tradition for Auburn football, could now be finished. At the recent Auburn-Arkansas game, the Eagle normally sits at the top of the stadium waiting for his cue to come down to the field. Sadly, someone had left a huge solo cup of whiskey near the Eagle, who began to consume at a rapid pace. By the time it was time for the War Eagle to swoop down, he flew drunkenly down into the crowd and started clawing and pecking on fans, causing massive injuries to many in the audience. It was a horror show, said Willie Buttsmack, who was one of the fans who actually lost an eye, which the War Eagle pecked out and ate. I just came to see a game. Now I can't see shit, said Willie. The College of Auburn is preparing for a massive lawsuit, and herds of lawyers have made their way to the administrative offices to assist in a settlement. Coach Hugh Freeze was relieved over the situation, stating, because now they don't have enough money to pay for a buyout, so hopefully I'll have a job for the season and possibly the next. The War Eagle has not been euthanized, but could be transported to Alaska to be left in the wild. And lastly, Clemson fans are now required to eat several high-potency gummies when they enter Death Valley. Gummies are provided as soon as the people enter the stadium. This is to stop the stampeding of the field, no matter what the score is. Harry Nutchuck, supervisor of the football field, said, we needed to do something for the cost of preparing the field for the rest of the games and season will cost millions if fans keep running on the grass. The idea is that fans will be so stoned they will be hardly able to walk. They also expect fan noise to be down to a minimum, almost to a whisper, with occasional golf claps and a sigh. Clemson does predict to make up the revenue needed to recover the field, with the concession stands being loaded with munchies-crazed fans. And Peete Podcast Fake News is being brought to you by Al's Asphalt. Al will asphalt anything: your driveway, your yard, your neighbor's yard, your mother-in-law's car, or your mother-in-law. Al loves to asphalt. No questions asked. Just pay in cash. And ask for Al's Asphalt Holiday Special with a 20% discount on any asphalting needs. Al's Asphalt in the Lester Maddox Shopping Center, besides Jerry's Liquor, Taxidermy, and School of Cosmetology on Highway 56 in Rennes, Georgia. And Hell's Angels Bar in Goose Creek, where the compound is being tidied up for the upcoming visit of the original Hell's Angels Club from California. President Dick Wrench plans to have a huge party for the guests, including serving his famous Vienna sausage casserole, now in Reader's Digest. And there will be an old ladies bikini contest with various categories, including most tattoos, the saggiest, and the heaviest, plus an all-out joust on motorcycles. And Gassy Charlie will be farting Stepping Wolf tunes. So, sorry, the public is not allowed in this week unless you want your head to be torn clean off at Hell's Angels Bar right before Stumpy's Firecracker Stand in Goose Creek. How did the hamburger introduce his girlfriend? Meet Patty. It's all fake until it's real. Scott Kerr reporting.
Another great job, Scott. Two things I take out of that. First of all, we need to check on the Hell's Angels Bar and Grill, because they might have got hit by a tornado last night. There was tornadoes in Goose Creek. So that might...
That's a possibility.
That might delay the motorcycle jousting event that's going on there. The second thing is, I don't think it was a coincidence, and I don't know if anybody else caught this other than me, but the guy who got his eye pecked out and eaten by the eagle at Auburn is named Willie.
That's right.
So that's One-Eyed Willie.
One-Eyed Willie. That's
One-Eyed
right.
Willie.
Smack. It's hard to. Sometimes the hardest thing for me to do in writing this fake news is to come up with the names of people, because I try to come up with something that might be a little funny, and it's sometimes difficult. So, but it's fun.
How ironic would that be if your name really was Willie and you lost an eye, though? You know, then you're really One-Eyed Willie for the rest of your life. I'd change my name. I'd do like Ocho Cinco and just change my name something other than Willie.
Yeah, probably.
Oh man! So
One-Eyed Bill, friend of mine, and he has one eye, and he was named famously One-Eyed Bill at my drinking hole. So,
One-eyed Bill. Squan Man says, I have 2 kids attending Clemson at the moment. Both live on campus. The campus is a mess with many trees down all over the place. All the homecoming floats were destroyed last night. Wow. Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, that figures.
Oh, I didn't even realize homecoming was this weekend.
You would think they would put them in a warehouse or something and left them out in the open.
There ain't no warehouses in Clemson.
Left them out in the open or not.
I'm sure there's enough room in Dabo's garage. He could have saved them.
Yeah. Scott, have you ever been to Clemson? There's no warehouses in Clemson.
No, there's not.
No.
Clemson is a tiny town. That's true.
Yeah, it's an agricultural town.
Yeah.
There's farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I saw with Clemson was all the merch stores for Clemson Tigers football.
Oh yeah. They're all over the campus. There's 2 or 3 of them.
There's 2 or 3 of them outside of the campus too. I mean, it was when I went there, it was filled with that. So.
Oh. Slim, did you hear, what's going on with the Miami game? Is that still a go?
So far as I know, I haven't seen or heard anything different.
I don't think they really got hit that hard, did they?
Obviously caught some rain from this, but I don't think they caught. I don't think Miami really caught any of the bad part of this.
Yeah,
I don't think so either. I got a friend that lives in Miami, and he said, it didn't bother them much at all.
Yeah, the only thing I thought though was, did Virginia Tech fly in? I mean, early for this or something? Because they definitely couldn't fly in yesterday.
I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's true that what Octavian said, I'm just reading the headlines here. Tallahassee dodges bullet. Hurricane Helene's eyewall narrowly misses Florida City. At least some downed trees. Tallahassee avoids the very worst of Hurricane Helene, so they dodged a bullet.
Oh, okay. Well.
Florida man's like a broken watch. He's right twice a day.
So what you're saying was Octavian was right then?
Hey, miracles do happen.
Wonders and miracles do happen, absolutely.
Well, I still like Miami at -17 tonight.
Yeah, I think Virginia Tech would definitely be in need of a miracle.
Who are you putting your money on for the Georgia-Alabama game, Pete?
Well, I was about to do it on Georgia, and now that all the Georgia fans are telling me to change my mind. I don't know. I guess I got to believe them.
Well, I know every Georgia fan are saying that we're going to get beat, and I am just going to go against the grain and say that Georgia's going to be very resilient, and they have been waiting for this game to return and play this game ever since the SEC championship. I know we're beat up. I know we don't have the weapons we had before, but I think that Georgia will find a way to win this game.
I don't like to use the transitive property really when it comes to betting, but let's be real. What's Alabama's best win?
Georgia.
Wisconsin.
Oh, this year. Yeah,
this year. This year. Wisconsin without their starting quarterback too, right? Van Dyke didn't play in that game. Did he play in that game? No, he didn't.
No, Van Dyke got hurt in the Alabama game. That was a game that ended his season.
Okay. What's Georgia's best win?
Clemson
by 30.
Yep.
So, give me the Bulldogs. There's my transitive property.
Well, we know we're going into hostile territory. I mean, Williams-Brice is going to be very damn difficult to play in, but Carson Beck's got to really step up and play the game, and I think we're going to ground and pound a little bit too. I think that's going to be part of the game plan.
Yeah.
Well, at least defensively, I think the game plan should be play the run and make Milroe beat you with his arm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly, Slim. Yeah, try to make Milroe beat us with his arm and see if he can do that. We box his ass up and don't let the run happen. Yeah. And DeBoer knows that. I mean, I saw DeBoer's interview. I saw Kirby Smart's interview, and DeBoer was saying, they're impressive. I mean, they haven't given up a touchdown, Georgia. But,
yeah.
Hey, Alabama's impressive too. So, I mean, it's a clash of the Titans, as they say. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. obviously Georgia did not play well against Kentucky, but I mean, Alabama didn't play well against South Florida.
Right.
There was another game too. I think it was week 1. They struggled in that game too. So
we got brutally beat up by Kentucky too. I mean, we got beat all to hell and back. Kentucky played us to the hilt.
Now, this is how I hope the game goes. I hope it's a 3-3 tie at the end of regulation and it goes to 10 overtimes and they just beat the merciless piss out of each other for as long as possible.
damn.
Leave a puddle of blood on the field.
And then I'll be kicked back over here with my weak ass schedule and my cup of coffee going, see y'all in the playoffs.
Well, a lot of the reason I think Georgia people are scared about this game is that apparently you guys have some injuries, some major ones.
Yeah, Tate Rutledge is out, and one of our offensive line guys. I mean, he's out for several games, for probably up to 6 to 8 games, because he's doing that tightrope surgery, and then maybe we may get some of our defensive guys back for this game, but we're not sure. So yeah, and Oscar Delp's been beat up. Our tight end, he's back and forth with injuries. But we got players that can we got playmakers. They just got to step up, and maybe this is the game to step up with.
What's the name of that running back that was running all over Clemson?
Nate Silver. That freshman was one, and
Frazier, not Nate Silver.
Frazier.
Nate Frazier. I'm sorry.
Is he playing?
You're right. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised that he wouldn't play. I mean, they're going to play. They're going to play Branson Robinson, and they're going to play Titian, but why not put him in there?
How has ETN looked? Because
rotate running backs. I think they'll rotate running backs and like I say, ground and pound a little bit.
How has ETN looked? Because he didn't play against Clemson, so I haven't seen that much of him this year.
He looked good in the last times he played. Now, but I mean, there's not much to judge him by, because we didn't do shit as far as offensively during the Kentucky game, but I hope that we got something going on. Look, the thing about it is that yes, we are injured, but we are deep, and so some young guys are going to have to step up and play the game, and hopefully they will do just that. That's why they came to Georgia. They came to play in the big show. So here you go. This is the biggest show and the biggest audience you could have. Step up and play the game.
The fact
that's wishful thinking on my part. There we go.
Yeah, the fact that everyone thinks that Alabama's going to win, I'm still going to take Georgia.
I don't see a blowout in this game either way, though.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be some like 2-touchdown game or anything like that. It's probably going to be a 3-point game. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what the hell happens. Of course, it's probably our biggest game of the season. I know we got to play Texas. That's going to be a big game, but I'm not so concerned about Texas. I'm just concerned about Alabama. Alabama's always been our Achilles heel, and we got to get past that shit.
I might even think about taking Clemson at 21.5.
I mean, was it Alabama being your Achilles heel, or was it Nick Saban being Kirby's?
That's a good question.
Well, that's a good question, Slim. You know what? That could be it. I don't know. Because what are we, 2-5 against Alabama under Nick Saban? I think that was the record.
I know Kirby's record is 1-5 against Saban.
1-5. Okay. I'm not sure. I think that Kirby is probably relieved he's not playing up against Nick Saban anymore. But he knows. Look, they've been looking at the film. They've been looking at a tape since DeBoer's come on board, and looked at what DeBoer did with Washington and all the other teams. He coached and trying to get an idea of his scheme. And they've been prepping for this game all season. So and so is Alabama. So It's just going to be. I think it's going to be a good game. I hope overall it's going to be a darn good game. Now, me personally, what I'd love to see is a huge blowout. Georgia just stomping their ass up and down the field. But I don't believe that's going to happen.
Well, the last time I bet on Georgia against Alabama, I lost.
Well, that's a hard one to bet, man.
And I swore I would never bet on Georgia against Alabama again, but here I am.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd put money on this game. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever do that. Even though Georgia's still a 2-point favorite, I think, right? I mean, the Vegas odds are still Georgia at 2.
I'll tell you right now.
No, it was 1.5 last time I looked at it.
It was 1.5? Really? It's gone down. Damn.
What is this? Oh, this is a different week. Sorry.
Well, each book is going to have its own. They're not all going to be the same either.
Yeah. Where is it? I just saw it before the show here. Now I can't find it. It's one. It's 1 point now.
It's 1 point.
1 point.
Crap, man. Okay.
Oh, well, at least on this side of it. This is on DraftKings. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, every book's got its own number. I use Caesars.
Clemson 21.5.
MGM college football, I'd still have it at 2. So.
Well, if you're betting Georgia, I like the 1 better than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
I don't know. Do you think Miami covers the 19 tonight, Pete?
Well, on the bookie app, they got them at 17.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, let me see what it is. I'll tell you right now because I looked at it and I was like, "Holy shit, it went down."
Well, and to be fair, Virginia Tech.
Okay. Oh, good.
And to be fair, I think it was like Wednesday was the last time I looked at it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is right now. Well, on the bookie app, it's 17.5. Now, which is what I use. So that's all that matters to me. But it might be different other places. I really like this one here. Louisville and Notre Dame. Louisville 7-point dog. I like Louisville with the points.
You know, I would have if I hadn't watched their game against Georgia Tech. I'll just be honest about that.
Well, did you watch Notre Dame against Northern Illinois?
I did, but I also watched them bounce back the very next week against Purdue and absolutely beat the soul out of them.
I don't know. Notre Dame's offense is terrible. Their defense is decent. I'll give them that. So, and Louisville's offense is good. So that'll be the story of this game. Notre Dame's defense against Louisville's offense.
And I'm going to take the defense every time. Call me an old school football fan. 9 times out of 10, the better defense beats the better offense.
Yeah, they might win the game, but will they beat them by more than 7, though? That's the question. But because the over-under is only 46, so even Vegas doesn't think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
They better play better than they did against Georgia Tech. If they play like they did against Georgia Tech, I could see Notre Dame winning by 20.
The last time these two teams played, was it last year or the year before? I think it might have been the year before. It was sometime within the last 2 years. Notre Dame was a heavy favorite. Louisville beat them. Help me out in the chat. Was that last year? I know the last time they played was recently. Louisville won. That was last year. Okay, yeah. So there you go. I mean, not that matters in this game, but they did win last year. So. Our buddy was on here trying to get on. I was just about to put him on, and he's not there anymore. So.
Oh,
that's good.
State guy?
Yeah.
Caden the man.
Caden the man.
Yeah, hey man, I like him. Anybody that gets on Belusha's nerves is all right in my book.
He predicted that Georgia was just going to stomp the hell out of Alabama. I was going, okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, I thought, what he picked Georgia winning by 50.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Every game he picks is by 50 or more. I told him he better not be betting. I think he'd be broke as shit if he is. Miami is a covering machine. I took Miami to cover. I'm going to too.
Well, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't have trepidations about this game. I mean, it's granted they're at home, but Friday night, and then I mean, just Miami prime time over the past 20 years has given me reason to doubt.
Yeah. I don't know. I look at the matchup. It's sort of similar, like I looked to Clemson and NC State last week, and that line was about the same, wasn't it? 17 points or something. I think
you may be right.
I think this is a mismatch for Virginia Tech. I think they pour it on. The only thing that worries me is if they get up to a big lead and then they start putting their second string in, like Clemson did against NC State in the second half, and let them score 30 points or something. Yeah.
They didn't do Clemson any favors by putting the game on at 7 p.m. tomorrow, when Georgia comes on at 7:30. That's not too damn fair. I mean, I know that people have multiple screens and all that. They can look at the game, but still.
Well, Clemson and Stanford isn't really a big matchup,
And to your point, Pete, what's that on 3 dude, Pickle or whatever his name is, that blonde-headed guy?
Yeah.
Virginia Tech is like 110th in the country in sacks given up. And Miami's defense is like number 1 in sacks.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night. Long night for the Turkeys.
Yeah. So, I mean, to your point of a mismatch, there's you a bad mismatch right there.
Yeah. That's a good point. I don't know how Virginia Tech's going to score. Unless it's against Miami's second or third string defense in the second half. But that's what scares me with these big lines is that's what happens. Clemson they still covered, I think. They did, but that's only because they scored 45 points in the first half.
Yeah.
But they what was the final score of that game? 59-30 something?
35, I think.
Yeah. So that's what scares me.
Well, good thing I don't bet on my team.
Yeah. Well, I should do that too, but I'm stupid.
I mean, I'll bet on everybody else's team. I just won't bet on mine.
Right. Yes. Is Lou going live tonight? I don't know.
That was his plan, but I guess it all depends on power and internet situation.
I don't know how bad it was there. I would imagine they would have power by tonight, though.
Yeah, Georgia got hit pretty bad. I got a cousin and lives in kind of in the country, but lives in middle Georgia, and she was showing all the damage and debris, trees being knocked down on the highways, all that. Yeah, they got hit pretty significant.
Colby said his back fence got torn down.
Damn.
Yeah. He's probably out working right now. Isn't that what he does? Restore power?
I believe you are correct, sir.
Yeah. Shout out to Colby.
I don't know if he's in the chat talking about his fence, he can't be too busy.
No, he's not in the chat.
Wow.
We were texting at like 4:00 in the morning. Everyone was awake because of the tornado warnings.
Yeah.
So
it was raining here, but I didn't have any tornado warnings. So at 4:00 this morning, I was sound asleep.
Yeah, the tornado warning woke me up at 4:30, and then again 2 minutes later the power goes off, and I went, "Oh hell!"
Yeah.
But I thought, okay, it'll either come back, later in the morning, but it came back about an hour later. So
Yeah. I woke up at 4:30 with the tornado warning. Got the whole family downstairs because you're supposed to be downstairs during a tornado instead of upstairs.
yeah,
Downstairs in an interior room.
Yeah, so I got them downstairs and situated on the couches and the pull-out couch and everything, and then I went back to bed upstairs. See ya.
I mean, somebody's got to make the sacrifice. Might as well be Pete.
Yeah. Well,
that's funny because I just when the power went out, I went, "Oh, the hell with it! I'm going back to bed."
the kids are home from school today. They canceled school, so that's always fun.
Pete, I'm getting out of here because I'm taking the woman to lunch or something. Yeah, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, hey, I'm glad everyone's safe. Everyone's okay, and go Dogs.
All right. See you later, Scott. Thanks, man.
Yep. Yeah, man. Take care. Bye.
All right, we'll give this guy about 3 minutes. Somebody start a timer. What's up, Caden?
Good morning, PigskinPeete. How you doing, sir?
I'm alive. That's good enough for me. How you doing?
Hey, well, that's good news for you because I got some breaking news for you, buddy.
Oh, no. I'm about to die?
No, but
Oh.
you're going to want to hear this.
Am I going to want to die?
What's it called? Fall news. Breaking news. Clemson University has renamed themselves Clown University after being called out by yours truly, Caden the Man, live on YouTube. Just last week, Clemson just announced by the university's president to have the school renamed. In other news, guess who Scott's sister is? I found out on a research name. I won't want to say, but I'll just tell you, you may have seen her on the internet. In other news, Miami Hurricanes are a real storm down in Miami. After winning their season and going undefeated, I pray that they play Ohio State in the national championship. This is your Big Ten News starring Caden the Man.
I don't even know what to say after that.
Hey, I like the message. I'm all down for the message.
I don't even know what the message was. First, he said Clemson was going to be renamed, but then he didn't tell us what they were going to be renamed.
I said they were going to be renamed Clown University for how much they've been playing.
He did say that.
Okay.
In other news,
Oh, no.
I found out who
I thought it-
Except for Miami going undefeated, I tuned out the rest. But I did hear that part.
I thought he was done.
Well, I could still go if you please.
All right. Well, you
Slim
got
Shady wants.
you still got a minute and a half. So you still got a minute and a half. Go ahead.
And here's the other breaking news I found out. You'll like to hear this one. You'll like this one. I found out who PigskinPete's sister is, too. Breaking news.
May want to tread carefully here.
Oh, Slim Shady, you'll like to hear this one. You'll like to hear this one. You'll like this one.
What, are you going to tell us, or are you just going to say that over and over again?
Would you know what's that lady's name that everybody likes on the internet? Gosh, I can't think of her name.
Kamala Harris.
Yep, that's who I was just talking about. For how radical he is about me and the Buckeyes, you'd never figure about it. Where he gets it. And who's
Wow.
joining the live? Who's joining the call-in today? And can you tell me your name, sir?
All right. Is it 3 minutes yet?
No.
I still
God
got
damn it.
another 2 minutes, Pete.
No, you don't.
Listen, I told you I'd show up whenever the hell I please and whenever the hell I want.
Yeah.
And
All
I
right.
told-
Have a good day.
That was easy.
I like him.
Colby,
What?
are you atop of a power line right now?
Hell no.
No.
No,
Well,
but
get to work, you lazy bum.
I don't do that no more.
Oh, you don't?
No, I do electrical work at a hospital now.
Oh,
Hospital's up and running though.
all right, cool.
Yeah, I was tired
fucking
of
kid.
traveling and staying in hotels and everything I got going on, so I just decided to take a job in town.
Okay. Do you like it?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Well,
But
Was that
Augusta
code
right
for
now,
Colby's a pussy and got told, hey, you better find you a different job expeditiously.
No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
But no, Augusta is fucked right now.
yeah.
Yeah, badly. The only thing open, and Augusta's a huge area. The only thing open is one BP gas station on Tobacco Road, a Waffle House in Grovetown, and the Kroger is letting 10 people in at a time. Other than that, nothing has power.
Damn, 10 people at a time.
I know.
Well, you knew Waffle House would be open.
They're only selling cheeseburgers though, because they have to use the gas grill because they don't have power, and they're taking cash only. It came all the way up here for nothing.
Why didn't you get a cheeseburger?
I don't got no damn cash on me.
Oh, damn.
I know. And I haven't seen one line truck yet.
Oh, no. So power's out at your house, too, I'm assuming.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Colby.
Everyone doesn't have power.
If you were at work, you might see a line truck because you'd be out there on one.
Work, I'd be in Florida right now.
I don't know. Seems like there's more power out in Georgia than Florida.
Shit, I bet there is.
Well, yeah, Florida's used to this kind of shit. I mean, they get smacked by a couple of hurricanes every year.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think Augusta wasn't prepared for this at all.
No, it's kind of like Celine was talking about that day, Atlanta, when they got some snow. Some people didn't know what the fuck to do.
yeah, that happens here, too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything shuts down. I mean, we don't have salt trucks or sand trucks or any of that.
We have that stuff, and where I live isn't necessarily as bad, but Mississippi and Arkansas, they both work under the policy, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. They just don't care.
Well, we had a bad ice storm here and snow and ice storm back in 2018. And, I mean, there was 6 inches of ice on the road everywhere. So they actually, from the upstate, they sent a bunch of salt trucks and sand trucks down here to salt the main road, the main highways and interstates. But yeah, I mean, if it snows 3 inches here, everything shuts down. I mean, nobody knows how to drive in it,
Yeah, we have no lights working right now, so it's like, oh my God, man, it's bad.
Is there people out on the roads?
Hell of people out.
Why?
Nah, I guess they're going to the Kroger to wait in the 4.5 hour line, I guess. I got out around 7:30, like once the winds were still like 60. It got up to 85 around like 4, and that's when our power cut out. And there are trees fucking everywhere.
Dang.
It's gonna take at least 7 days to get power back on.
7 days?
That's what 5 to 7 days. That's what I would think.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Uncle Lou might die.
I think he's going up to Cherokee or something.
He might have to.
No, I don't know, man. I mean, if the upstate of South Carolina is as bad as I heard, Cherokee might not be in great shape either.
They probably okay because they're in the mountains.
Well, okay.
Well, they got power too. They got to keep them slots running.
Yeah, they got generators to keep them slot machines on. Wow, about a week though, really? I don't know about that. You would know better than me. I'm not a power guy, but
If you saw this place, it's bad. There goes another ambulance.
Well, I mean, I get your point, Colby. I do, but also, like, we got bitch slapped by an F4 tornado, which is a little worse than a Category 4 hurricane, and they had basically everybody had their power back in 4 to 5 days.
Yeah. See, the thing is, this was a Category 1 when it came over Augusta, but or something. It might have been a 2, but it was the tornadoes that got us.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I keep forgetting Pete said there were tornadoes right along with it.
Yeah, and they cleaned out a lot of shit. There was an ice storm too back in Augusta. I forget what year. It was a long time ago when I was a kid. And I was talking to my dad a few minutes ago. He's like, oh, this is way worse.
Yeah.
Because we didn't prepare. We didn't know it was going to come. Like, I had my clock set for work in the morning. Woke up to my
Wait a minute. We didn't know this tornado was coming. That's been coming right at us for 3 fucking days.
No, it was supposed to go to the left of us, but it didn't. It said changed my mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just
like I said. That's why I'll take fucking hurricanes. You get 3 days notice and get the fuck out of the way because you know it's coming at you. It's not like, I mean, very rarely, do they take a hard left or right turn. You get about 50 seconds notice of a twister coming at you.
Yeah, Pete Digit says Greenville is destroyed. Yeah, they got it really bad up there.
Yeah, my sister, she was laying in bed this morning. She said, and around 4 o'clock, a limb came through her ceiling. I sent you the picture, Pete.
You did?
And well, in their group chat,
oh.
Yeah, and she had to crawl out the window.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, and then she had 4 trees on her house and a limb go like right next to her while she was
shit.
sleeping. Had to crawl out the damn window.
See, my wife complains about us only having 1 tree in the yard, and we have 1 tree in our whole yard, and it's barely taller than the roof line of my house. I kind of like it for those reasons.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to just listen to the game on the radio tomorrow unless Buffalo Wild Wings opens up.
Well, I'll be streaming the game tomorrow night. Go watch it on your phone through me.
Well, we don't have no Wi-Fi, and we live somewhere that doesn't have any service, so...
Well, you're using service right now.
Well, I'm at the damn Waffle House, dude.
Oh. So what does that mean? They have Wi-Fi, but you don't?
They have service. I don't have service.
Oh, okay.
He lives out in the boonies.
Well, I live in a nice neighborhood. I just don't have service there for some reason. I don't know.
Dang. So did your fence get taken down, like you said?
Yeah, the back side did, and then the right side did, and then a little bit of the left.
So almost the whole fence.
Yeah, almost the whole fence.
Yeah, there's 3 sides of the fence. 2.5 of them got taken down. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
We
rent, so I done submitted my claim and told those Pedros to get over here and fix this thing
Oh,
up.
dang. Is it a wood fence?
Yeah, it's a wooden fence.
Yeah, they can fix that in a day.
Yeah.
I guess that's the one good thing about renting, is if my fence got crushed, I'd have to pay for it to get redone.
I don't have a fence, and that's why.
That's why.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it.
The reason I do have a fence is because I live 3 feet from both of my neighbors.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have that problem either.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a full acre lot that my house sits on.
Yeah, y'all might have to go up to Cherokee for real.
Yeah, but I'm only like copper status, so I don't get shit.
Copper. Luke could get you a room. He's paying for it. Or not pay him. Pay the fees.
Yeah, well.
Never mind. Pete Magaha, he lives up there. He lives in Maggie Valley, which is 20 minutes from Cherokee. He says Cherokee is flooded badly. Wow. Never mind. Screw that.
I bet there's still people in there cranking away on fucking slot machines.
Oh, there is.
Clem's giving Kamala Harris a call real quick. Make sure he votes for her.
Yeah, get some of that stimulus money.
Yeah, here Asheville's supposed to get flooded badly. It might be getting flooded right now, actually.
Y'all stay safe in the southeast.
Yeah, I'm used to this here. Been living here my whole life. I'm used to hurricanes, but you know.
Well, that's also why I bought a house on top of a hill. You need some we need like some Noah's Ark type shit for me to start worrying.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even consider leaving unless it's going to be a direct hit on South Carolina. If it's going to hit Florida first, then I'm not leaving for that. But I've been through enough hurricanes that are direct hits where I don't have any interest in staying around. Like what's going on with Colby and them. If I'm going to have no power for a week, I'd rather be somewhere else than here.
Oh, come on, man. Hurricane parties in Florida were the best.
Yeah, when you're in your 20s. Not when you're 40 with 2 kids. That's a fucking nightmare.
You seen those live
Fair
feeds
point.
on YouTube, like the Weather Channel, and like they're like showing the coast and everything. And I saw one the other day, or I guess today, this guy just standing out there with a big ass Trump flag getting like mauled by rain.
Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter. The other one was the guy. The guy. I think it was somewhere in Florida. He was driving his damn boat down the street with a Trump flag.
Oh, that was in Tampa.
That was in Tampa. Riding his damn boat down the street.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh man. You know what? The one thing I bet is good if you're a fisher, if you're somebody that likes to fish. I bet fishing is good right after a hurricane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, no, at least as far as freshwater, it's good after a good storm too. Gets them moving.
Yeah, I mean exactly. I mean that's exactly how Forrest Gump got that business started. Remember, they couldn't catch any shrimp until the hurricane came,
Yeah.
and then they had more shrimp than they could eat.
Bubblegum shrimp.
That's all it took was a hurricane.
Oh yeah, when you don't have any competition in your way, it helps.
I bet Colby was out sitting on his roof like Lieutenant Dan on top of that boat, yelling at the storm last night with his shirt off.
I woke up around 4, and then because a tree snapped, and then Raleigh woke up around 5. And I was like, "Damn, how'd you wake up?" She's like, "The fan turned off." I guess she don't really care about Mother Nature and limbs snapping, but she cares about when the fan turns.
Oh, the
She's like,
fan.
"I'm hot."
Yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah, the fan turns off. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That is a big deal.
I don't know how she could sleep through. Does her phone not go completely berserk whenever there's a tornado warning? I mean, it's so loud. I could if my phone was downstairs, I could still hear it.
Oh, dude, I tend to turn my phone off at night.
Oh, not me. What if someone calls you in the middle of the night with an emergency?
Dude, listen, I have slept through a hurricane, so fuck it. It is what it is. I mean, it was only Category 2, but still.
Still a hurricane. So what's your plans now, Colby? What do you do? Yeah, you got. I mean,
I don't know. Just go home, drink, and play Uno, I guess.
you got candles and flashlights and.
Yeah, we got candles, we got flashlights, we got checkers, might play sticks, with the fingers. I don't know. I bought a Ouija board the other day, might try that out.
Well,
Something tells me 9 months from today, Colby's going to be a daddy.
I'll have to ask the Ouija board about it.
I was about to say there's something else you could do, with no power that is a lot of fun. I can't say it on here though.
Well, those things are dead, so we have to charge them up, so we don't have power.
God damn.
See, that's the problem with society, man. Without electricity, we're fucked.
Yeah, we are.
You can always get you some candles and light those up.
Around the Ouija board.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now you're thinking with your noodle there, Colby.
Bring all these cheeseburgers home from Waffle House.
Thought you didn't have any cash.
I don't. I'm just thinking, like, you know.
Let's be real. I'm married to Colby. You just wanted to get out of the house, didn't you?
No, I really wanted to get out of the house and wait in line to be the first person in line at Kroger. So I got out of the house real early. Had to wait in line for 3 hours. Whew.
Man, that's crazy.
Why are they only letting 10 people in at a time? I mean, why, like...
Because they only have 4 self-checkout registers open.
Oh.
I try to avoid the self-checkout at all costs.
But guess how many employees are just walking around standing up Pop-Tart boxes?
Yeah, exactly.
All of them.
Yeah, God forbid you stick one of them on a cash register. Nope, Colby's going for his Employee of the Month badge.
Vandy Dandy says, I don't take tornado warnings seriously unless I hear a siren. Well, I don't think there's any sirens around here, so I'll be waiting as I'm getting hit with it.
Yeah, and guess what? Before they could set off the tornado siren, the tornado broke the fucking tornado siren when we had a tornado come through here.
That's fine.
Is that a true story?
Yes. Because the tornado leveled my kid's school, and the tornado siren closest to me is right next to their school.
I don't know. I've lived here my whole life. We've had a bunch of tornadoes come through here. I've never once heard a siren, not even once.
I've heard them test that thing every Wednesday.
The golf courses have a siren for lightning, but the city can't be bothered to put up a tornado siren, I guess.
Well, to be fair, I am in Tornado Alley. You aren't.
No, we still get our fair share of tornadoes here, though. Not like you, but...
We get a ton of tornadoes.
Yeah.
Not as much as north of us, though. Like Oklahoma, they always get hammered.
Well, I am. I mean, I know it sucks, but at the same time, I'm a big fan of Mother Nature reminding everybody who's in charge.
Yeah, unless it happens to your house.
It has happened to my house.
Yeah.
Slim's gonna step outside his house, and once the tornado hits, he's like, "I'm glad I know who's in charge now." It's a good wake-up call.
Middle Tennessee is the new Tornado Alley. I thought they were always in Tornado Alley.
No, they just recently redone that map and extended it all the way over to the east side of Nashville.
Well, Lou just texted and says, just had a tree come down and fell across the fence into a neighbor's yard. Well, at least it didn't fall in your house, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to wonder if another tree snaps, then where's it going to go?
Yeah, I don't know what his backyard looks like.
I mean, that would be on the forefront of my mind. Yeah, that's scary, man.
I was just mad that I had to bring in all the Halloween decorations from the yard.
Oh, I know.
Because now I got to go put them back out.
Up. Now he had to take them down. Now he's got to put them back up.
Yeah.
Fucking first world problems over here.
Yeah. Well.
I bet they didn't put extra foam in your latte either, did they?
No, fuck them. They didn't.
Did the armadillos help you take all that stuff down?
I haven't I haven't seen an armadillo this year. Thank God. I think we got them.
You got them.
I think we got them.
He scared off all the armadillos.
Yeah, you got the alpha, so they all just ran away.
Well, my next door neighbor has armadillo traps. So they trapped one last summer and I don't know what they did with it, but they got it out of here.
See, I didn't end up getting in trouble because I just shoot the damn thing.
Well, so yeah, I would too. First of all, I can't shoot anything in my neighborhood. I'll get in trouble for it.
No, you can. You need a suppressor.
Well, I guess I could if that's true.
You get you one of them silencers, you know.
Yeah.
Who's gonna
I
know?
mean, get you a suppressor and some subsonic ammo. It's actually pretty quiet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make my way home. So I'll try to hop on here later if y'all are still live.
All right, man. Be careful out there in them streets.
I will.
Have fun playing Uno.
Yeah. Sure, he's gonna
All
be playing Uno.
See y'all later.
All right.
More like Operation.
He could make himself useful and get out there with a chainsaw and cut up that tree that fell in his yard.
He could. And that's what I did when that tornado hit here. Once it was all cleared. I mean, because an hour later we were looking at clear, sunny skies. But after everything settled, cell phone service was out and all that, so I threw a chainsaw on the bed of my truck and got out making sure people were all right, and any that were in the road just started cutting them up and getting them out of the way.
Yeah. No, Robert, I haven't lost power. Not at my house. What I read this morning was a lot of Charleston is still without power right now, but I'm not one of them, thank God. Yeah,
no, Mrs. Pete's down there on an exercise bike just pedaling away, and that's keeping their lights on.
It's not a bad idea. Kill two birds with one stone.
There you go.
But I do know, like, both of our kids have, e-learning, the online learning today instead of regular school. And the youngest one, the repeat, his teacher said that she doesn't have internet at her house, so she can't do the class. So she lives somewhere close to me. Unless she was lying, which is fine, too.
You ought to have her come over then and be like, well, I guess you can do it in person over here.
No, I don't want that either.
Oh, come on, Pete. Everybody's got to help everybody here.
No, I'm not helping them.
Be a team player.
Of course, school's different, way different now than when all of us were in school. I mean, all this stuff with like online and all that was foreign to me.
With what?
All the online.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, we used to just do like the whole paper and pencil thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you had days like this, it was just, hey, you ain't got shit to do. Go have fun.
No. Yeah, just cancel school. We'll pick up where we left off whenever all this subsides.
Yeah, well, the e-learning doesn't work. Nobody's learning anyway. It's ridiculous.
No.
Just cancel school and make it up on one of your other 50,000 off. That's the other thing about school today. They have way more days off than we ever had during a year.
Oh
yeah.
Way more.
Like if we got days canceled, we had to make them up.
Yeah, but it seems like every 2 or 3 weeks it's like teacher work day or something. I'm like, what? Didn't we just have one last week?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck? It used to be like 1 or 2 teacher work days a whole year, and then whatever the holidays were, that was it.
Well, hell, now, I mean, you got so many holidays now. I mean, 2 weeks after school starts, well, you're off a day for this holiday.
Mm.
That's some of that No Child Left Behind bullshit.
They are currently executing swift water rescues at the motels and hotels of Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Wow.
Oh, damn. Well, maybe the casino is down at the moment.
Yeah. Might be.
I mean, unless they figured out a way. I mean, I know I've seen hospitals in Florida had these damn, it looked like glass, but I'm sure it's like plexiglass or something, barricades set up. It was actually holding the water bag so the hospitals could stay operational.
Yeah, I mean, the hospitals typically have those big generators, especially like in the ICU unit and stuff like that. But
oh yeah, they have to by law.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like they had a 15-foot tall barricade set up to keep the hospital from getting flooded.
oh God,
Hey, it was working.
the highway to Cherokee through Haywood County is under mud, and parts of it are washed away. Yeah, there's only a couple of ways to get into Cherokee. Come in through Maggie Valley down. What highway is that, Pete? You know what I'm talking about. Runs right through Maggie Valley. It takes you right to Cherokee. You don't even have to make a turn. And then there's there's two other directions. You can come in from the east or the west, or the south. There's only like 3 roads that lead into there. 19 through 23 highway through Maggie Valley is gone. God damn. I wouldn't mind being stuck in a casino, but if you're stuck in a casino but there's no power, that would really suck.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
Yeah, at that point, I'd rather just be stuck at home.
Yeah. Huh.
But you don't realize until your power's out just how noisy your house is at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially here in Texas, it's cricket season here. I mean, yeah, any non-Texan wouldn't understand, but the crickets here are massive and they are noisy, and really they're an invasive species.
Bro, we got cicadas. I ain't
Yeah.
hearing your crickets.
No, we actually have those too.
Adam says the storm knocked down a 45-foot oak tree in my yard. I'm near Charlotte. Had to drive 30 minutes before I saw a working red light. Yeah, Charlotte's getting hit right now, aren't they? I think they are.
Oh, wow. I know a couple people in Charlotte.
I've got family there.
One of them I know works at a golf course. I imagine he's going to be pretty busy here soon.
Well, I am a little concerned about the game tomorrow because somebody earlier said that Greenville, which is Clemson, I mean suburb of Greenville, is destroyed. So I don't know how bad it is at Clemson.
Yeah, I heard Greenville's bad.
Jackpot put out a video this morning. Said driving through a tropical storm. It looked pretty rough. I think he shot the video at like 4 a.m. or something.
Ah, damn, they didn't give that man a day off. I guess you still need potato chips.
Yeah, people need potato chips.
God damn.
He took the same oath as the postal employees. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow will stop me from discharging my duties.
Is delivering potato chips make you an essential worker?
Yes. I'm just going to be nice and leave that answer at yes. I was going to stay more, but I'm going to leave that alone today.
Well, he's in the Greenville area.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly where Jackpot lived.
Yeah, he lives in the upstate near Clemson.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
And doesn't Rob Sanders live in Columbia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, make total sense.
Jackpot's from the upstate. It's not like he moved up there. He's from Clemson country.
Oh, so he chose this life of misery.
Oh yeah, he said it. He said it before. He said his entire family growing up were all Clemson people. And I don't know if he just wanted to be different or something. I don't know.
We'll chalk that one up as a poor life choice.
Maybe he's like Celine and hates his family so much that he just wanted to do anything else. If they root for Clemson, I'm rooting for their rival.
Yeah.
I think he has some relatives that are Gamecock fans.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Well, with Celine, I think it's just his sister, though.
Yeah, Celine's he just hates his sister. I mean, like to the point of he wants her to die. Hate, like it's a pretty bad hate. I don't see this video from Jackpot that you're talking about.
I was scrolling through the timeline and I saw it. I know what he's talking about.
It's weird. Huh.
So how come he hates his sister so much? Has he said?
Family drama.
Yeah, I tried to do an intervention, but he didn't really say too much.
Oh,
I mean, it can't be that just because she's a Democrat. That can't be the only thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's bad.
You gotta take a crowbar and pry shit out of Celine.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to do that just to get an answer out of him whether or not he was going on the cruise with us.
Yeah.
cruises are fun.
And then he gives you politician type answers to everything.
Politicians speak.
Yep. Kind of like Coach speak.
Celine's sister is the cool one out of the.
Peete speak.
Let me guess. Vandy Dandy said that.
That was Jay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was about to watch this jackpot video, but I can't find it. So.
Oh, maybe Jackpot took it down.
Well, I don't know why I would.
I don't know. Maybe he realized posting a video of him driving through a tropical storm wasn't the smartest decision he's ever made.
Hold on. Here it is. He was live streaming it? That's why. I was looking under videos and not live streams. It's 4 minutes long.
That's even worse. He's live streaming driving through a tropical storm.
What? Yeah, he should not be out driving in that. What is he doing? I don't know. I think I would call into work.
So there's a power line down across the road where my family lives.
Well, what
Sorry.
up, gang?
They
Carolina
still
Jackpot
have
time
power.
coming at you.
And they're in
Friday morning. It also means that it is September.
I just told him.
What is today? 27th.
All right, there you go. Looks pretty bad. Yeah, potato chips aren't worth dying over.
No.
I mean,
Well, tropical storm ain't that bad, though. I mean, if that's all it is at that point, I mean, shit, I've been out riding my bike in a tropical storm.
yeah, but you just never know with the tornadoes and the flooding and down trees and power lines. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially at the time you recorded this at 4 something in the morning. That was the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't think anybody's ever accused our old buddy Jackpot of being the brightest bulb in the chandelier.
No mistreating him. It's good.
I'm not. Listen, that is in no way mistreatment of Jackpot. That's just, it is what it is.
Are y'all covering 19 and a half tonight, Slim? I'm thinking about that.
17 and a half now.
Maybe.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Yep.
17 and a half.
Oh, it went down.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm going to take it.
I wonder if they'll sell the game out.
No.
They still don't
Oh.
cover ball games?
No, they do. I mean, you'll probably have 40, 50,000 people there.
You still think even with the hurricane?
Oh yeah, hell, you may actually with the hurricane. Fuck, that may even create a sellout right there. Everybody wants to get the hell out of the house.
Well, that's true. I didn't think about that. I was thinking about the people traveling from the other parts of Florida that can't really travel.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, this game too. I don't know. It depends on if there's any big high school games going on as well.
Oh yeah, it is Friday.
It's down there.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you've got Miami Northwestern versus I don't know, St. Thomas or something. I mean, that's a bigger game than Miami versus a bad Virginia Tech team.
Dang.
It just is. I mean, that's two marquee teams in South Florida.
Talk about one of the most disappointing teams this year, Virginia Tech.
They still haven't disappointed me.
I mean, a lot of people were pretty high on them just because of all the people they were returning from last season.
A lot of people were. I wasn't one of them.
I was one of them.
Same thing with NC State.
I know. Well, you're probably not as upset.
Yeah, you weren't high on NC State. Don't try and push that propaganda.
No capping in here.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Same thing with NC State. I wasn't high on them either.
Oh, well, you're never high on NC State, though.
I'm not. That's actually true.
People are saying that they might lose this week to Northern Illinois.
I'm saying that.
You're saying that.
They're now.
I don't know.
It's a 7-point game.
I mean, listen, Northern Illinois turned around the next week after beating Notre Dame and fucking lost.
Might be a high-scoring game.
Lost at home to Buffalo. He's not even that good anymore.
Something called Buffalo.
Northern Illinois can run the ball, and NC State can't stop the run.
That is true.
So,
since you're a Clemson fan, maybe you could help me out with this. I've got since gambling isn't quite legal here in Texas, I have to improvise and create like a FanDuel roster.
Yeah.
Do you think it's smart to start Klubnik and Antonio Williams tomorrow against Stanford?
Probably, yeah.
Probably not, because if it's number one, if it's as bad up there as they're saying, it might get canceled. But number two, if the game is played, the field's probably going to be pretty sloppy, which says to me running football.
Yeah, I don't think the field's going to be sloppy. It didn't even get sloppy in the hurricane in 2015, and they got way more rain during that.
Well, Stanford is one of the worst pass defenses in the country as far as yards given up.
Yeah, so Antonio Williams is wide receiver number 1, I guess. He's targeted more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah.
I mean, Klubnik's he's put up a lot of points, these last two games. That's Appalachian. He had 47.62 fantasy points, and against the fighting Dave Dorans, he had 33.36 points.
Yeah.
Yes, but listen to who you just named off. The worst App State team of the last decade and a half.
Yeah.
And the rotting corpse of NC State that Tennessee had already slaughtered.
Yeah, but we're talking about Stanford here.
Are you trying to say they don't play nobody?
No, I'm just saying. Listen, I think Clemson still is what Clemson is.
Yeah.
They're a good defense, and the offense isn't going to look half as good as it does against any team with a pulse on defense.
Well, does Stanford have a pulse on defense?
Not particularly.
Well, their run defense is good.
Yeah, their run defense can be decent.
In fact, their run defense is really good.
We'll see. Maffa for over 100.
So
Didn't he get hurt against NC State though?
Yeah, he came back in the game though.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's good.
that what's his name? Iomaner for Stanford, that wide receiver, he's tough.
Yeah.
You better stop him. Find a way to stop him. That's a guy that they throw to.
Well, if they've only got one guy, good luck.
Well, I wouldn't say just one, but I don't know. He's made some teams look silly. And that.
I don't know. I like Clemson to win big.
Oh, I do too. I think they'll cover that number pretty easy.
So
I don't know how my team's favored this week. 3.5. They're laying 3.5 against a ranked BYU team.
So you're doing a FanDuel thing, is what you said?
Yeah.
So what's the game? Is it like?
So you're given. Well, it just depends on which entry that you decide to do. So I mean, there's some that costs, I don't know, if more than others. Like the one that I entered was like $3, and you create a roster with a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wideouts, and which can include a tight end, and what's called a super flex. So that can be any position.
Right.
I would say the smartest one would be put a quarterback in there because they're mostly your point getters, but you're given $60,000 salary, and you have to keep it within that. 60,
yeah. So
the better players are worth more.
Yeah. So what is? So is Klubnik? How much does he cost? A lot.
Yeah, he's $10,800.
Oh, damn! That's a sixth of your salary cap.
But he's the let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth most expensive guy. But there's 5 guys ahead of him.
What about how much does Cam Ward cost?
That's a good question.
No, that's tonight. I'm doing the Saturday slate.
Oh, okay.
But he's usually way up there. Like last week, I think he was the most expensive guy.
Yeah.
Like this week, it's Jackson Dart. He's $12,200. Then it's Shador Sanders, $11,800. And this is the guy that I really wanted to start, but he's just worth so much. R.J. Harvey, the running back for UCF, playing against the Deion Stan run defense.
That's a good pick.
Well, it is a good pick, but it's expensive, and it's hard to keep it within that number. Then, of course, Travis Hunter, Trey Harris, which is the wide receiver one for Ole Miss, and then Cade Klubnik. Now, Phil Moff is worth $10,000, which I'm pretty surprised, especially with Stanford's run defense.
Well, I think Moff he's averaging well over 100 yards a game.
So right now, the running backs that I have starting right now are the Mulings for Michigan, and then DJ Giddens from Kansas State. So,
yeah, I'd go.
It's tough. Yeah, it takes a lot of strategy.
Yeah, I would out of those that you just named, I'd go with Klubnik because he's less expensive than 4 or 5 other quarterbacks, and I think he's still going to put up big numbers.
Yeah, he's my super flex.
There you go.
Yeah, and then one of my receivers is Williams. Some of those you have to have like a value pick. You have to go kind of low on the like the list as far as cost is concerned. Like I've got guys that are like 7,500.
How much is Brenningstool? the tight end for Clemson. They'll throw it to him a lot.
Brenningstool, actually had him starting last week when I should have started Williams. He's 6,500.
See, that's a value pick there.
That is a value pick. Yeah, he had a good week again. He had a good game against App State.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went. He had 100 yards too, I think.
Yeah, he had a big night.
He really did. Let's see. Yeah, if you usually can get a touchdown out of some of these guys, then you're sitting pretty. You're sitting pretty. And then if one or two of those guys has a big day, then in all likelihood you're going to be cashing pretty big.
Vandy Dandy says there's a lot of big lines this week that are going to get covered in garbage time. A lot of big lines take the points.
Yeah, if it's too big of a number, I usually tend to avoid it for that very reason. And especially if the favorites have one of those look aheads to next week. Like say if it's a big rivalry or a big matchup or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like for example, Texas is playing against Mississippi State. That's 38.5. But then next week they're playing Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is somehow a 1-point underdog to Auburn. What?
They're an underdog now?
Yeah, +1. Oklahoma.
Well, it's because Jackson Arnold got benched, so it's going to be the backup that's starting.
Still, I mean, Arnold wasn't playing good.
No.
And Auburn, I don't even know how they're going to score.
I don't know. Maybe a defensive touchdown. I don't know.
Dogs, Louisville, and UCF. I agree with at least 2 of those.
I think Louisville can win that game outright.
Oklahoma has some receivers that are out. Okay, maybe that's why. See, that's why you got to pay attention to the injury chart. A game like that. Still, I think Auburn's that bad, though.
Well, I mean, it is at the Plains.
Yeah, well, it was in the Plains when they played Cal, too.
Yeah.
Boy, Cal lost to Florida State. Give me Oklahoma.
Cal lost to Florida State.
Yeah.
But Cal beat Auburn. Ergo, Auburn worse than Florida State.
Yes.
Transitive property in that.
Transitive property. Works every time.
It really does. Well, now Florida State plays SMU.
Yeah, another one. SMU, well, it used to be -6. I don't know what it is now.
I think a lot of people are putting money on Florida State.
Because they're an underdog?
I don't know. Maybe it's because, I don't know.
Yeah, it's still 6.
SMU's coming off an emotional win.
So is Florida State.
Well, SMU's, they won.
Florida State's coming off an emotional win. It was their first one.
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
Old DJ. Let's see. Let's just for fun see how much DJ's worth on FanDuel.
Oh, poverty pick.
6,500.
That's like the lowest you can go, right?
There's backups that are. There's Brock Vandergriff is worth more than him on FanDuel.
Oh my God.
Who else? Let's see. Alex Orgy is worth. Both Michigan quarterbacks are worth more than DJ.
Oh my God.
And both Auburn quarterbacks are worth more.
Oh my God.
And And Jackson Arnold's worth more. And those Taylor quarterbacks are worth more, including Finn, who's on the bench.
Damn. They should just give DJ for free. Don't even put a number on it. Just here's your value pick. It won't count against your salary cap.
Yeah. It would just be bonus points, if anything.
Oklahoma's a trap bet? No, it's not. Well, consider me trapped then, I guess.
Drop like an armadillo on your neighbor's house.
Look, I'm up $100 this week.
Hey.
All that matters.
Yeah. That's all baseball. Well, actually, I won one bet on Monday Night Football, but yeah, everything else has been baseball. I hit a 3-leg parlay yesterday in baseball.
Who'd you take?
It was the Yankees. Who did I take? Shit, can't remember now. I bet 3 heavy favorites on the money line for $25, and I won like 86 or something like that. It was the Yankees. Shit, I can't remember the other 2 teams now. I don't remember, but I won it. I know. It was the Yankees, the Tigers, and I don't remember the other one. But so I have $100 to lose on football, which I'll probably do tonight. No, it wasn't the A's. It was somebody else.
And my Rangers are down bad.
See, it's hard to bet baseball now because we're getting the playoffs haven't started yet. So a lot of these teams that are already in the playoffs. They don't have any incentive to win. So they rest some of their best pitchers and best players, and so you don't know what's going to happen. I guess the best thing to do right now is bet on teams that are on the bubble, trying to get into the playoffs, playing against somebody who's already in the playoffs.
And you also got to look at pitching matchups.
Yeah, but that's kind of my point. If you're already in the playoffs, you have nothing to play for, then you're resting your best pitchers. So.
Yeah, I mean, especially as far as like hitters are concerned. If they have a high ERA or whatever, I'd be taking the other team. I don't know. That's just how my mind works. Who y'all gonna be betting on this weekend, like college football wise?
Shit, probably a bunch for me. I'll probably bet on Northern Illinois.
That's a CW. That's on the CW.
SMU.
Huh?
SMU, I'll bet. Oklahoma, I'll bet. Probably Louisville.
Spread or money line?
These are all spread.
Okay, spread.
And maybe Georgia. My lock of the week was Ohio State, minus 24.5 against Michigan State.
I don't know. That's a big number. I mean, plus it's their first road game. Michigan State's not as bad as they've been.
They're not?
Well, I mean, they're not good, but they're not as bad as they were like last year.
Huh.
At least I don't think. I mean, they gave Boston College a good run.
It's in Michigan State, too.
Oh, no. Ohio State hadn't played anybody with a pulse. Marshall's probably the best team. Well, they are the best team they've played.
Yeah, they blew everybody out, though.
Like, for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, they ended up winning by like 40 points, didn't they?
No, it wasn't quite 40, so it didn't it was a 40-point spread, but I think they didn't cover that. They won by 30 something.
Oh, well.
I can't remember the score off the top of my head. I mean, it was like maybe like 5 touchdowns or so. I don't know. That's one I probably wouldn't. I definitely am not going to be touching the Georgia-Alabama game, because that's just like, you just don't know what's going to happen. That is like as toss-up as it gets.
Is this a true story, Tiger Baskins? He says, breaking news, a casino in Las Vegas called UNLV and offered to pay $100,000 to the quarterback for NIL, and the school declined the offer.
Oh. I don't know how the turntables.
He says it is true. Well, I don't blame the school for declining the offer. The guy quit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think there's another player, I think from Washington, a linebacker, announced that he quit.
Another one?
Yeah.
I know the Bear Alexander did for Southern Cal.
Yeah. Now this is the next annoying trend that's going to happen in college football. I knew it was going to.
Yeah, after 4 weeks, people are going to drop out.
Yeah, I think it should be 1 week, barring injury or whatnot. Now, if it's a medical red shirt, I get that. But if it's just like quitting, like I kind of categorize this as quitting, like when people quit for the bowl games and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not an Lion team type guy.
I don't mind the 4-game rule, because that at least that gives you a chance to play young guys in some real games without having to, without having to redshirt them. So.
I don't know. Maybe I mean, I'm a little old school.
I think it's gonna. I think these guys are gonna find out that they made the wrong decision, especially the UNLV guy. I don't know about Bear Alexander, but they're. I mean, Bear Alexander's playing for Southern Cal. Southern Cal is right now, I know it's still early in the season, but they're still in the running for the Big Ten, the playoffs, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so where's he going to go? Fucking Fresno State? I mean, who's going to pick him up?
I don't want him.
Who would want him at this point?
That's my point.
I don't like quitters.
I mean, somebody probably will take him if he's that good. But if he's that good, why is he not playing a lot of snaps at Southern Cal? I mean, he's been sitting on the bench most of the season.
He's not that good. I mean, even this year, he's like 40-something% completion percentage. He's not good.
He can always go to Florida State. That way he can sue Southern Cal.
Now, DJ might give a run for his money.
So you're talking about the UNLV guy, yeah. I was talking about Bear Alexander, but either way,
they can all go to Florida State and sue their previous.
You know what? We're joking. I bet you Bear Alexander does end up at Florida State. What do you think about that? Or Colorado?
That's it's fitting.
And another UNLV player opted out for the rest of the season, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
UNLV down bad.
Yeah, they're down bad now.
I mean, here's the thing. If rumor gets out that they're looking for a coach and Billy's gone, say the entire Florida team does that, what do you do then?
I don't know.
Call Dan Mullen.
This is the bullshit you people wanted, and you got it.
People are ignoring the facts in the UNLV case. I don't know, what are the facts? I mean, as far as I know, it's the quarterback's word against the team's word, and they're saying two different things.
Right. Those are the facts of the case so far.
Right. So you just choose to believe the university or the quarterback over the university, I guess.
It's like a he said, he said.
I don't believe either one, but I'm just being perfectly honest about it. because everybody's going to tell you a story that paints them in a positive light.
All right. Circa Sports VP of Operations of Mike Palm on offering $100,000 for the quarterback today. $100,000 is not a lot of money when it comes to keeping UNLV's playoffs hopes alive.
Well, I mean, they're undefeated and could if they didn't lose all those players, they were one of the front runners to.
Yeah.
Well, he's gambling on the fact that somebody will give him more. And this stunt, I think he's sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
Greed, man.
Because if a bigger program wanted him, he played 4 years at Holy Cross. Somebody would have gotten him. He's not very good. But,
I agree.
Everybody wants to spin this web of the poor downtrodden college football player. And honestly, this shit pisses me off to the point I'm about fucking through with it. These are a bunch of spoiled, whiny fucking brats is what they are.
Yeah, NIL is starting to ruin college sports. It's almost like, what is it, NFL, minor league NFL.
Well, here's the thing. Slim just said he's not worth $100,000. He's terrible. I agree 100%. I don't think he's worth a $100,000 NIL deal because he's not any good. But neither's DJ, and this guy's made a couple $1 million somehow in the past 4 years.
Well, he also made most of that in NIL deals coming out of high school, too, because he was a 5-star, second best quarterback in his class.
Yeah. But even after, he made a little bit of money at Clemson, not a whole lot, but he had NIL deals with Bojangles and a couple of other places.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, right. Then he went to Oregon State. I don't know. I know he had some kind of deal there, but I don't know what it was. And then they paid him reportedly $475,000 to come to Florida State. So between those three schools,
$600K.
Whatever it is, he's probably made over $1 million in college.
Oh, sure.
I understand Clemson's position because he's coming right out of high school, like you said, and he was, one of the hottest quarterbacks in the class, the whole thing. But for Florida State to spend that kind of money on a guy who has been terrible everywhere he's went, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
But but to your point though, when they look at DJ, these quarterbacks like UNLV quarterback look at it and go, that should be me making that money.
Should have been better in high school.
And so they start overinflating their own value. If I was promised $100,000, only got $3,000, would I quit? Yeah, I probably would. I don't know, but if I was going to do a $100,000 deal, I'd get it in writing, not just on a handshake.
Number one, I would get it in writing, and number two, I would find out what the fuck the payment plan is, because they're not just cutting him $100,000 check.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like sometimes it's we'll give you this much up front, and then we'll give you the rest at a later date, or what, something.
A lot of times, yes, that's very much what it is.
But if it's not written in ink, then you're not entitled to anything. That's kind of my point. Did he sign a deal, or did they just say we'll get you a deal? Because if you didn't sign a deal, then nobody owes you anything.
My understanding, it was a verbal agreement, and I don't want to hear, well, they tricked a kid. This dude's 24. He's not 17. He was a grad transfer. He played 4 years at Holy Cross. So he is a adult with a college degree. If you're too stupid to get something in writing, well, that speaks a lot to the educational system in America.
Would you hire a contractor to do $100,000 worth of work on your house without signing a contract with them?
Negative.
No. Or if you're a contractor, would you offer to do $100,000 worth of work for a client without it being in writing? No.
No, you wouldn't.
So, I guess lesson learned.
Anyway, some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
I mean, when I got my fence put in, speaking of fences, it was like $3,500. The fence company made me sign a contract that I was going to pay him. I had to pay him.
Bear Alexander from USC, he's doing the same thing.
Had to pay him whatever it was, $1,000 down for materials, and then $2,500 when it was completed.
And I think Bear Alexander is going to be an example of, at this point, a 4 or 5 star that at one point everybody wanted. I wouldn't want him at this point. You ain't put nothing on film to show me that I should want you.
Not only that, he was wishy-washy in the recruitment process. Wasn't he? He was committed to Georgia, then decommitted from Georgia, then recommitted to Georgia, then decommitted from Georgia again, and then went to Southern Cal, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought he did go to Georgia and then transferred.
Is that what it was?
I could be wrong on that.
I think he did. I think he was there 1 year and then.
That's even worse. So he's transferred twice now, in 2 years.
Yeah.
A year and not even 2 years. A year and 4 weeks.
Well, this is his second season at Southern Cal that he's opting out of. So a season and 3 games.
All right. He played a year at Georgia, 2 at Southern Cal.
Oh,
yeah. Nobody in their right mind is going to want him.
I wouldn't want him.
Well, I know one coach who won't take him no matter what, and that's Dabo Swinney. He won't take him.
Well, and guess what? And he's not the only one. Nobody else is going to give Ronnie McClain another chance.
I think his situation was a little different. Wasn't he pushed around by one of the Sanders boys?
No, he wasn't showing up to practices on time. He wasn't showing up to team meetings. Wasn't showing up to workouts.
Oh, wow. So he just no-showed.
Yeah. And then apparently got to Florida and was doing the same shit at Florida that he was doing at Colorado.
So this guy just doesn't even care.
Miami dodged a bullet on that one.
I'd say.
Vandy Danny, that's an asinine comparison. He says if your employer promised you $100,000 salary and only gave you $3,000, would you quit? He's not an employee. This is an NIL deal. I don't know. Do people not know the difference?
No, but a lot of times people conflate the two because they think that college football players should be employees.
But they're not yet.
And nor should they ever be.
Well, I agree, but they're not.
I don't care about your opinion on it. You may disagree with me. Have fun being wrong because you're wrong.
I don't disagree
This is 2024. I identify as correct.
I think you are correct. I completely agree.
Yeah,
and my whole thing, like this whole revenue sharing they're going to start next year, if the NCAA has got a hair one on their shriveled sack, they'll do away with with scholarships. You want to be treated like an adult, you get it the whole way. You pay your own way through college.
They won't get rid of it.
Well, I know they won't. That's why I said if they had a hair one on their shriveled sack.
I don't think the NCAA has the authority to get rid of scholarships. That's up to the university to do that.
Also, you see Shipe's comment. He said that between Georgia and USC, he was committed to A&M.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Talk about a team that undeveloped.
And on top of that, he played at 4 different high schools.
Yeah.
That's a red flag right there.
Oh.
So this guy is...
We had one like that a few years ago. You remember Jeff Thomas was kicked off his own high school football team.
So the guy's 21 years old. He's played for 4 high schools and now 2 college teams and about to be a third. So 7 teams in the past 6 years.
Yep. There are guys in the NFL that don't jump around that much.
Yeah, right. These guys get bad advice, I think. What's the name of that guy? I think he might have ended up going to Oregon. He was like the #1 defensive player in his class, maybe three or
linebacker Justin Flo.
Justin Flo, there you go. He was also close to coming to Clemson. Well, he's close to going to a lot of places, I guess.
Yeah, Miami was on that list.
Yeah. And so where's he at?
Still at Oregon, maybe.
Is he still there?
I know he didn't play much. He definitely was a bust.
He's at Arizona now.
Okay, there you go.
See? Yeah.
I haven't kept up with him. I know he didn't put up any kind of impressive stats at Oregon to blow anybody away.
See, that's why Dabo won't promise these guys anything, because he doesn't want that kind of problem like they have at UNLV.
Well, and I even agree with you. Some of these guys are catching bad advice, but at the same time, you know, I think too many people bought into the whole narrative of you know, the poor woe is me college player. And I think things have kind of gotten out of balance. There still has to be a balance there. And I think things have tilted way too far towards the players.
Yeah, I think we all agree the contract thing is it's inevitable.
Oh, I think that's going to come with the whole revenue sharing thing. I think that's going to end up severely limiting how much activity you get in the portal, because I don't necessarily think it'll be in the form of contracts like we're thinking. I think you'll just have that clause added into their scholarship, and scholarships will be good for multiple years and not just one.
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems the simplest way to do it to me, because scholarships have already, the precedent's already there that they've, you know, held up in court as legal binding contracts. So just add that wording in there seems the simplest way to do it to me.
Well, the NIL people are the ones that should be to protect themselves from a player taking money and running. They're the ones that should be taking the initiative to say, hey, we're going to give you this money under these pretenses. You know,
well, sure, but what I'm talking about is when that revenue sharing starts next year, that's not NIL based. That's coming from the university.
Yeah, but they're still
supposedly coming out of those TV contracts.
Yeah, it's coming from the university, but there's still NIL on top of that too, separate.
Yeah. Which, by the way, NIL, I'm all for. You know, I never saw a problem with, you know, a business paying a guy to come, you know, sign autographs or whatever.
Speaking of NIL and commercials, have you all seen the commercial with DJ for Circle K?
I have not.
No.
Well, one thing is for sure, he doesn't have a future in acting.
Oh, Lord.
Unless he wants to be a porn star, maybe. I don't know. It's bad acting. He's like, when I go to the Circle K, the very first thing I do when I get done pumping my gas is go inside and get myself a big gulp.
Oh, God, how is that passed me by?
Who is going to be like, you know what? I really wasn't going to get a big gulp, but DJ convinced me I'm going to get a big gulp today. 79 cents for 55 ounces or whatever it is.
Well, that's something I've questioned for a long time period. Like, putting somebody I know on a commercial doesn't sway my opinion on whether or not I'm going to buy.
No, it doesn't for me either. It's weird, isn't it? Like, I'm not going to go buy a Lexus because some celebrity fucking told me that they drive a Lexus.
Right.
Polar Pop. Yeah, that's what. Sorry.
Now, would somebody, let's say, some celebrity has a endorsement, they're on a commercial, would they ever dissuade you from buying something? Because,
probably. If I think they're a prick, yeah.
Let's say,
Yeah.
I don't know, some sort of food company or car dealership. Dave Dorn signs a.
Well, you don't even have to look at it like that. Like, okay, a lot of people don't like Robert De Niro right now. Well, if Robert De Niro comes out with a brand of whiskey, guess what? I think he's kind of a prick. I'm not going to buy it.
See, I'm the opposite.
I'll still watch a Robert De Niro movie.
Say, if I love Maker's Mark whiskey, right? And then Dave Dorn does a Maker's Mark whiskey commercial. Is that going to stop me from drinking Maker's Mark? No, it's not.
No. But will stop me though is Matthew McConaughey became like a brand ambassador for them, and he had his own line. It was terrible, so that stopped me from buying that.
Yeah.
Or like I tried that Proper 12 Conor McGregor's shit. Yeah, it was terrible. I'll never buy it again.
But it worked though, because it got you to buy it at least once.
I guess.
When you may have not bought it at all.
I mean, I heard people tell me that it was good. So I was like, whatever, I'll give it a shot.
Like that Lil Wayne rum that you have is really good. But if it wasn't associated with Lil Wayne, I'd still drink it if it's good.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't until afterwards I even found out about that anyway.
Yeah. See?
Or Donut Dave getting a contract through a donut shop company.
Now, that's good marketing there.
That is.
Yeah, I'm about to say that may be just good marketing. I'd have to chalk that one up to that.
And they actually call him Donut Dave.
Well, I call him that.
I know.
Yeah, would Pigskin Pete go buy some of Dabo Sweeney branded holy water?
I actually would, just so I could use it as on YouTube. I'd have a little.
I'm about to say that'd be a good prop.
Yeah, I'd have a little jar of holy water right here next on my desk here, and just dip my finger in it and do the sign of the cross. Every time they score a touchdown or something, because obviously, Jesus loves Clemson.
Well, he used to anyway.
He loved him for about. He loved him for about 6 years.
Well, it's still up. I mean, maybe you're just on the naughty list at the moment.
Oh.
I don't know. It's to be determined. We'll see how the rest of this
so what you're
goes.
saying is Clemson's in purgatory?
Yeah, for a minute anyway.
I don't know. Maybe the last 3 years was purgatory. Maybe we're working our way back to heaven now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the only thing missing is Pigskin Pete going to church.
If I start going to church, you think Clemson wins another title?
I mean, would that make you a believer at that point?
Yes. It would.
Duke's Mayo getting, I don't know what their sales were like after they dumped like a whole big several gallon bucket on Shane Beamer.
Well, you do have people, like I've heard Uncle Lou talk about it. Like you have people talk about Duke's Mayo the way you hear some people talk about Miracle Whip.
Yeah, Duke's Mayo is good stuff.
I mean, I think both of them go piss up a rope as far as I'm concerned.
I'm about to say, I'm not a huge mayonnaise eater, but I do put it on some stuff or use it in certain dishes. I don't get to do I know this is blasphemy to a lot of you. I don't get the whole hype around Duke's Mayo. I mean, Miracle Whip is just as good or whatever. Hellman's, I don't give a fuck what it is. I can't tell the difference. What is the difference?
I'm not sure there is one.
Maybe it's just like one of those secret recipe type deals.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe my mayonnaise palate isn't sophisticated enough for Dukes to care. But
Well, something tells me Pigskin Pete doesn't have the most sophisticated palate on the world.
yes, I do. I'm not sophisticated, but my palate is.
Oh, okay.
James says Hellman's is better. See?
Hellman's
There
is
you go.
Kraft's got.
Hey,
good.
wait a minute. Is that James, the LSU fan? That's not exactly a ring
No.
endorsement. Of
No, this is
Hellman.
this is James Thompson, Clemson guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if it's that LSU fan, James, that's that may be an endorsement I would pass on.
Then isn't he the one that says that LSU owns college football or something?
Yeah, that's basically all he types repeatedly.
So,
Yeah.
So basically, he's the LSU Octavian.
That's exactly what he is.
That's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
I'd love to see one of those fan versus fan trash talking segments between those two when LSU and Florida, when they're just getting ready to play.
Oh, damn, he just dropped out. I was about to put him on. Boy, every time I'm about to put him on, he drops out. I was about to say a good fan versus fan would be Octavian versus Caden the Man.
Who's he a fan of?
Yeah, yeah, y'all come back. We'll put y'all on.
That's a.
Oh, I'll put that on.
That's a pay-per-view showing.
Hey man, that would be way more entertaining than listening to me and Volusia for an hour.
No, I don't know about that. No, nothing's more entertaining than that. Yeah, you versus Octavian would be great.
Well, how you doing, Pete? You just hated me for 3 minutes, and then now you just put me back on. What's going on with that?
Because you just came up in the conversation.
And don't look
Well,
a gift horse in the mouth, sir.
Yeah,
Well, you said my name, Pete, and here I am. I appear.
yeah. Now I'm already starting to regret it now.
Hey, Slim Shady's enjoying you getting pissed off by me, so that's a good thing for him.
You don't
It's
piss
good
me off.
entertainment.
You don't piss me off. You just annoy me.
Yeah, I'm about to say this isn't
it's still
Mad
good.
Pete. I know Mad Pete. And this isn't Mad Pete.
Yeah.
Well, Annoy Pete is still entertainment for you, Slim Shady, so you're more than welcome.
Well, I mean, I'm always annoyed.
But,
so-
Baylor
That-
man,
that's
how
not
you
a,
doing, sir?
That's not a high bar to get to. He's easily annoyed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still down bad because of the opponent we lost to and the way it happened. But other than that, I'm hanging in there, man.
Hey, 4-0, about to go 5-0 against Michigan State this weekend, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I don't think you should have too much trouble with Michigan State.
Nah, we're going to beat them by like 49, trust me. This game is going to go down with the defense handling business.
Even your own fan base can't stand you. There's a guy in here called Knifey Buckeye. He's an Ohio State guy. He says a clown incoming. He's talking about you.
Knifey Buckeye is, I literally heard his comments before on your videos, P, and
Yeah.
trust me, that guy does not know what kind of Ohio State fan this breed of a guy is. I've been through the better eras of the Buckeye era, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're like those Bama fans that only know Nick Saban
Yeah.
and didn't have to deal with the three mics.
The three mics.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
that's a good comparison, Slim. I'll give you that. But Baylor man's like Baylor man with what's the guy's name? Robert Griffin III. That guy was amazing for Baylor.
He really was.
My dad
He's
is
all right.
a big. My dad's a big Redskins fan. I'm not much of an NFL guy. I'm strictly college football.
Likewise. But yeah, he was fun to watch.
you're 0 for 2 now.
One of those exciting guys that he just have you on the edge of your seat.
Another Ohio State fan, Matt Dummett, says this guy is the reason I'm trying to get out of Ohio.
How does that make you feel, Caden? You were the reason people are trying to leave Ohio.
Hey, there's some of us Buckeye fans who are like me, and then there's some of the Buckeye fans who are like Pigskin Pete. They just can't handle our energy.
I'd love to see you kind of in like a little fan versus fan trash talk segment with the Michigan fan, especially during
you Baylor man, you missed out. I made Nate the Great. I literally made Nate the Great turn into Nate the loser because I called him out for being so slumpish against Texas. He doesn't even show up now.
Oh no! Say it ain't.
Yeah,
so.
you ran Nate off.
So.
Right.
And Baylor man, you want to hear something else?
Sure. What's up?
I told PigskinPeete the breaking news. I found out that his sister is Kamala Harris.
Oh.
Shocker, isn't it?
Oh, no.
No wonder why he talks so much shit against me.
You are partially right. My sister is not black, and neither is Kamala Harris, so you're right about that.
And then the other thing is that Nate the Great's sister, I wanted to tell you this breaking news, is a porn star.
I don't think Nate the Great has a sister.
He doesn't have a sister.
Well, he just posted it on his social media saying, I got a new sister. And I'm guessing probably he means a girlfriend, but who knows?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Them Michigan fans are more crazier than Tom Brady on the sidelines with his ex-girlfriend, Brandy Love. You never know what happens between those two in the DMs.
Who's Brandy Love?
I'll just say that.
Do I even want to know?
PigskinPeete, you do not want to know that, but I'll just leave it at that.
What is she? Is she a porn star or something?
I'll tell you this, Baylor man. On a couple episodes ago, or maybe a month ago, on this show, I was saying the Big 12 is the next uprising powerhouse in college football. Well, I mean, I still got my prediction still in pretty good. So, I mean, hey, who knows? Baylor could have a good quarterback come in or a good defensive lineman come in to help your guys' team be good in the Big 12. I know it's a tough, conference, but hey, there's future for one of y'all.
We got a lot of good, solid talent coming in. Let's see, next 2 years, the next two recruiting classes, we got some solid talent coming in.
See?
Stick around. Like 4-star, I think we got even a 5-star. But yeah.
Is your coach going to be there for him, or are they going to run him out of town?
That's the big question. We'll just have to see. There's a lot of things that we have to weigh in as far as if we have to make changes. Say that they do finish badly.
Caden, are you right? Caden, are you riding in the back, the bed of a pickup truck right now?
No, I'm driving down a dirt country road. That's why.
Oh.
Country road.
But I was gonna say, Baylor man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Anyways, before PigskinPeete, I was gonna say, I had a point where I was telling PigskinPeete that I heard that Appalachian State was possibly moving to the Big 12 within the next couple of years.
That's cap. I've heard UConn's the one that Big 12's looking at right now.
Really?
Yeah, really. Really. That'd be big for basketball.
Well, what about college football? Who's going to be the next team to transfer into the Big 12 for college football? That's my question.
I think, I don't know, it might be unpopular, might be popular, but I think that we should have gotten SMU, not the ACC.
You know what? SMU, I can agree with that. SMU in the Big 12, that's a good combo right there. That's two good teams that have, and especially Baylor, good teams with good futures, possibly a national championship appearance. Just saying.
And it makes sense because geographically speaking, they're just up in just north of downtown Dallas. So, I mean, them and TCU have like a bitter rivalry, and they're Fort Worth.
Hey, Caden, can you turn your camera on real quick?
I prefer not to, PigskinPeete, but just because of reasons.
You don't want to look at this.
What reasons?
Scarlet and gray stormtrooper.
I mean, are you naked? I mean,
I'm not naked. It's just I prefer not to. I prefer just the stitches are better. I like to show up my profile pic. It's just way better.
Oh, you mean the stormtrooper?
It's a Coruscant Guard trooper, you dummy. Coruscant Guard.
I don't know. It looks like a stormtrooper to me.
It's a clone trooper, you dummy. It's a Coruscant clone trooper, you dummy.
What's the difference?
Looks like a stormtrooper to me, too.
Yeah.
You have okay. When you get off the show, or whenever you
No, I'm not. I'm not looking anything up. Just tell me.
So the difference is in the helmet-wise, stormtroopers are a little bit more rounded, whereas these guys have a bit of a taller helmet, and the armor plating is a different material.
Oh, what's the difference? What's the different material?
So clone trooper armor is made out of a stronger plastoid, so they can withstand heavier blasting.
Plastoid?
Yeah, it's kind of like bulletproof armoring.
It's like space Kevlar.
Exactly. Stormtroopers, not so much. They're the ones with the weakest armor.
Oh.
They get shot easy.
Boy.
What's bad is you know this shit.
Hey, you know what? I also know that Miami's undefeated and still going to go undefeated in the ACC. Speaking of Miami.
Do the stormtroopers use different guns than what's the clone trooper?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Stormtroopers use E11s, where the clone troopers use a DC-15A blaster rifle.
One thing I did notice from all those movies is none of them can hit the broadside of a fucking barn.
Yeah, that's stormtroopers. Stormtroopers are the ones that have bad aim. And you mean the broadside of a bantha?
Wait.
You mean that one?
Hey, hold on. What's the name of the guns again?
Wait a minute. Broadside of what?
The broadside of a bantha. You mean?
The fuck is that?
It's a creature. So stormtroopers have an E11 blaster
Is that why
rifle.
you don't want to come on camera? Is that what you look like? Some kind of creature?
No, I'm not a creature, for one. I'm a human, for two. Three, my profile pic looks better. I like to show my face when I'm filming my YouTube videos. By the way, Baylor Man, subscribe to my channel, Caden the Man 614, and Slim Shady. You can also subscribe too if you feel.
That's not even the name of your channel. I looked up the other day. It's not the name of your. You're giving out false information now.
I had my YouTube channel name changed because you pointed that out, Pete.
Okay.
What was it, Kane?
I'll rush right out and do that.
And you know, Slim, I was going to say, for the point spread for Miami, I've got you guys at 21.5-point favorites over your opponent this weekend, or tomorrow, or tonight, with Cam Ward of how he's been performing.
Oh, so you have the same point spread as Josh Peete.
I was going to go 22.5 points, but I wanted to keep it lower so I didn't overboard the point spread.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got Georgia over Bama by 49.5. I went down by a point, so 48.5.
Oh, you dropped the line a point, huh?
Yeah, I'll buy like one, but that's it. But I mean, it's still a good, decent amount.
How many picks have you been right on this year? I'm guessing not very many.
Well, I've been right on Ohio State's schedule.
What does that mean?
Like all my picks for Ohio State, I've been literally correct. I've won 49.5 plus points per game, and I've won all of them. And my friends are still like, "Dang, Caden, how do you know this?" I'm like, "You got a number one defense with a number one offense." And I'll just point this out, Pete, and Baylor, man, you might have heard me say this comment before, but I told Pete and Slim, I said, Aaron Nolan, the number one recruit quarterback at Ohio State, is literally the next Michael Vick of college football. That electrifying.
You keep saying they have the number one defense. Is that actually true?
Yep. We allowed the fewest points this season. Georgia
That doesn't mean that.
Points.
That's not what I asked.
I looked at the statistics earlier this week.
Statistics?
Yeah, on between Ohio State's defense and Georgia's defense. Georgia's a lot more points than Ohio State.
Well, is it possible that neither one of you is the number one defense in the country? I mean, you're talking about Georgia.
Georgia's the number one in the SEC, but in number
Oh my God! Look at this.
That's Ohio State.
Tennessee's got a better defense than you. Look. So stop saying you have the number one defense in the country. Tennessee does.
Tennessee, you got to be kidding me.
Well, I mean, unless NCAA.com is lying to me.
Well, I think they're just favored of Tennessee because Tennessee's that one good story that's like, oh, here comes.
Yeah, they don't do defensive rankings based on hype. It's based on stats. And guess what? Tennessee's got a better defense than Ohio State does.
Well, at least our defense is proven. Brawn and a whole lot of muscle and a whole lot of kicking somebody's ass proves a good point.
So it goes Tennessee, number one. So stop saying Ohio State's got number one defense because you don't. You got number two. If you want to say number two, you can do that. So
for all the Tennessee fans, number two, just because you guys will blow up the comment section and be like, okay, the man is so wrong, blah, blah, blah.
Well, you are
blah,
wrong.
blah.
You've been saying they're the number one defense, but they're not.
The NCAA is just tired of Ohio State being that.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Guess who's number three?
Georgia.
No, Indiana. Powerhouse.
Indiana?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You mean that they're? Oh, good Lord.
Indiana.
Indiana, then Georgia, then Texas, then Kentucky.
And the neckbeards, they've got a good defense.
Hey, Miami's at number 10, top 10.
Hey, top 10, I'll take it.
Miami is the only ACC team in the top 10.
Boy,
Well, that's at least a better news.
heavy is the head that holds the crown.
I don't even want to know what Baylor's ranked.
I don't know, but this is shocking. Ole Miss is number 12.
They have the number one rush defense.
And guess who?
I'm not sure if Ole Miss has actually played anybody with a pulse yet.
They haven't. But guess who number 15 is?
Oh, good Lord.
Northern Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Don't tell Notre Dame fans that.
Well, for the first few weeks of the season last year, Air Force had the best defense in the country.
I don't even see them in the top 20, but Army's at 17. How far?
They had 417 yards rushing last night.
Well, y'all want to see some poverty here? I can't. Clemson's not even in the top 50.
Wow.
That's how terribly Clemson is.
Damn. South Carolina's 21. Clemson not even in the top
Carolina
50.
has the best defense in the state.
All right, I can't anymore with the road noise. God almighty. What's up,
To be
TB?
fair, you brought that on yourself.
I was actually coming on here to talk to Caden. I was hoping you'd bring him back on.
I can bring him back on, but if I hear any more,
I just want to go at him.
all right, go ahead.
Caden,
How you doing, sir?
My name's Roy D. Mercer. I'm an Indiana fan, and I just wanted to let you know that our defense is close to being better than yours. I just want to know how you feel about that.
Roy, can I tell you my honest answer?
Well, I mean, I just go off of stats. I don't go off of opinions.
Well, I'm going to tell you an honest answer, and it's going to hurt your heart and soul, so I'm just going to warn you.
Hit me with it.
Indiana is only ranked because they haven't played a top-tier team, nor have they played Ohio State this year, which that game's coming up soon. So I hope and pray you've got a grave dug that's 6 feet deep and about probably 36 inches wide, because that's probably where your carcass is going to go after Ohio State's done beat the living shit out of Indiana.
Well, I'd respond to that if I was feeling a certain way and ask you to ask your mother how 36 inches feels. But listen, Ohio State has not played anybody either, sir. I'm going to read their schedule to you if you want me to.
Oh, reading our schedule, please, Roy.
Well, you
don't know a top-tier defense when you see one.
You just told me that we ain't played nobody. You've played Akron, Western Michigan, and Marshall. You realize Marshall just got a whole new football team like 30 years ago? Like, come on, dude. You're beating up on teams that aren't real. But
Yeah.
You're going to make fun of Indiana.
Marshall's in a 30-year rebuild.
Yes, exactly. Like, Hayden, is everything okay upstairs? You got all the lights on?
Oh, all of everything is fine over here at Ohio State,
Well,
but
then
my
why are you bragging
problem
about having a top defense when you're over here playing high school teams?
this is just because the Big Ten doesn't have the balls to stick nobody that's top tier in the first week of our schedule, because if they did, guess what? Somebody's getting put down on the ground by the number one.
That's not up to the Big Ten.
Caden, the Big Ten doesn't determine your non-conference schedule.
They do not. You do.
The thing about it is Indiana plays Ohio State the week before Michigan, so I don't know. There might be a little look-ahead factor.
Now, listen, at least Indiana's played UCLA. That's better than anybody played. And we beat them 42-13.
Yeah, if it weren't for that game, they would have a better defense than Ohio State.
Yeah, Caden, I think what happened is when your field goal kicker missed that kick against Georgia, I think you jumped off the top, whatever, second or third floor, and you might have messed up some things. And now this is the repercussion is you've lost your knowledge of football, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, I did not lose my brain after that game.
I think you took a hit like Marvin Harrison did, and you're feeling the effects. That's what I think's going on there, buddy.
Well, you know
you're
what?
A little clone trooper, all right, over there trying to protect the Wingardium Leviosas. Okay, I don't think it's happening, bud.
I'm just concerned why he knocked off half a point on the Georgia game.
Wait.
Well, let me just for your information, Roy. I am not rattled whatsoever from that Georgia game. Okay, it was a good game. I will admit that. We brought it to them, and they brought it to us. So, it's 50-50.
No, it's actually 51-49.
And I'm not ashamed of that.
You lost.
Yeah. One team lost, one team won.
Yeah. Listen, you remind me of the guy that kicked my dog, Caden. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that, all right? And I don't feel right towards you. But I'm going to tell you, Ohio State may be the worst top 10 team that we have ever seen in history.
Oh, man.
Wow. Even worse than Missouri?
Their quarterback last year that transferred is better than the quarterback this year, right? Your defense is supposed to be good. It's not good, okay? Not. But you go around telling people you're number one when you're not. I wonder what else you tell people whenever we're not around. And your friends that think you know everything, you've got no friends. See, this is what happens when somebody's mind goes to mush.
I tell people I have a massive dong, so.
Caden's right behind you with his massive dong.
Well, I don't mean to be the boring one to you, Roy, but unfortunately, it seems like your brain's turned into brain mush, like Nate the loser's brain.
Is that because
my leg?
Don't talk about Nate like that.
Well,
yeah, you put some respect on Nate's name.
Yeah.
The fact that Indiana has a harder schedule than Ohio State does. But
damn.
Listen, your insults are nothing but worthless junk. I'm going to tell you that, Roy.
They're not insults. They're just facts. Like I told you, I said facts, not opinions.
And then second of all, the actual football team at Ohio State backs me up by what I quote. And you know what? I just was with them just last night at an event, and we were just hanging out, and we were just talking about Pete's show. And funny enough,
you see,
Jack Sawyer quoted, Jack Sawyer quoted. He said, "PigskinPeete show is more insane than Michigan's bar parties." And I said, "You are so dang right, dude."
Who is Jack Sawyer?
Defensive lineman for the Ohio State University PigskinPeete.
Tom Sawyer's great grandson.
That's exactly, yes. Well, look, Caden, the reason I know you're lying is Ohio State plays at Michigan State tomorrow, and they're not at home. All right? They weren't there yesterday. So, like I said, you're not speaking facts right now, and I understand you're a little hurt. Okay? But, hey, it's life.
Are your feelings hurt, Caden?
Something. Is that why you didn't turn your camera on?
Nope. Not phased at all. Not phased at all.
So Caden was hanging out with the defensive line from Ohio State the other day. I didn't know that Ohio State had a life program like Clemson did.
Well, I just saw where it said Jack Sawyer was at a Diddy party last night, so I guess Caden was there too.
Oh, shit. At a Diddy party.
Caden, everything okay downstairs too?
Listen, you don't even need to worry about me, Roy. The question is,
baby oil. You know that, don't you?
I'm just telling
let me ask you, Roy, how, like, do you even have a downstairs? Because clearly you do not.
Hey,
yeah, Roy.
The fact that you want to know about my downstairs tells me a lot about you, Caden.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my, Roy. The only thing I'm just saying, at least I got a bigger set of balls than you and Pigskin Pete over there.
We're measuring balls.
Damn, wait a minute. Why is Pete catching strays?
I don't know. My balls are average size.
Oh, Lord there, buddy. You're going to have Caden asking you to send the link.
Well, why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Caden the Man, and find out how much shit I'm going to say about Indiana after we beat y'all.
Well, I saw your YouTube channel.
Put a link in the comment section. I want to subscribe.
I will once I get out of here because I'm just enjoying this too much.
Good luck finding it.
That's bullshit.
Can we Baylor man about to catch a stray from Roy D. Mercer if he don't calm down? Listen,
damn, you need a GPS and a map and smoke signals to find Caden's fucking YouTube channel.
Well, that might be very true.
How big of a fella are you? Is that what you about to say, Tiger Baskins?
I was just going.
No, that's Roy D. Mercer.
How big of a fella are you?
I'm telling you, my team's gonna kick Caden's team's ass. I'm going to tell you that.
I'm just going to tell you this, Scott. I don't know if you heard the news earlier, but I found out something about you, buddy.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Hey, Baylor man, the other news was that Scott, I found out who Scott's sister is. His sister is a porn star, funny enough.
Wait,
no wonder he gets no wonder it sounds like he's getting restrained all the other day.
Did you get bullied by your sister when you were younger, Caden? Is that where all this sister talk's coming from?
Well, I wish I had a sister. And if she was a porn star, I'd still love her.
Wait, Caden, are you the sister?
Nope, I'm a brother.
I will tell you this, Caden. You know what I can do?
Now, that means two things there, buddy. Listen, I don't think you're a brother.
He is.
I'm saying I don't think he's a brother.
Yeah, he is. He's both.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
I'm messaging Kamala Harris right now. I'm not doing that.
I will tell you this, Caden. I'm so old I can sneeze, cough, fart, and pee at the same time.
Oh.
Now you done got Caden curious.
That's hashtag professional right there.
It is.
Listen,
no, Baylor man, that's more of
Caden, I'm gonna let you get back to your
hashtag amateur then.
Your cooking channel you got, Caden. Good luck.
Roy, it is not a cooking channel, and let me just let you know, you are writing a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash, and that check is going to get you a 50-point ass whooping handed to your Indiana Hoosiers, and I don't want to hear your shit until we beat y'all. So there you go.
Okay, listen, Caden, the last time I checked, your coach cries. All right, your coach cries a lot, right? And that's what I'm hearing.
Cries. Cries.
Marvin Harris.
Roy, I'm going to let you know Indiana football will not be legit for the next 50 years.
You keep trying to let me know things. I already know things, okay? I don't need to know more things. You keep on. Quit keeping on.
Quit keeping on.
Indiana by 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell him. He thinks Ohio State's good. You're playing disabled teams, all right? The last team you played had wheelchairs on the field. And you're happy. All right.
God almighty.
Yeah,
wow.
No, I'm just saying. If that's who you want to schedule and you want to beat up on, well, listen. Hey, God's got you, Caden. Just letting you know.
You're right. Your Hoosiers are writing yourself a death sentence. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, hey, you know what? Marvin Harrison, the way he got knocked out, is coming for you too, bud. All right, that's coming for you too. You and your Ohio State, what are they? The Nut Eyes. Your
The
Ohio
Buckeyes, for one, you dummy, and two, you're talking to a former two-sport athlete in a middle school and high school who's really escaped a hospital bed 3 times, who's played on multiple injuries in football. So you want to talk about a physical kind of player that almost went to Ohio State? This man. And I actually got an offer from Ohio State, but I declined it because of my working job on a family farm that I help on.
I actually believe that he got an offer there.
Let me let you this.
That's how bad Ohio State is. They offered Caden a scholarship.
I'd be making your Hoosiers look like sorry pieces of shit.
Caden, I don't care special Olympic gold medals you got there, buddy, but that's not a point. We're not doing that.
Oh, that's not your point, Roy.
Oh, yeah,
you know what? Keep talking your shit, because when Ohio State plays your Hoosiers, you're going to be the one that's crying and saying, you sounded like a dumbass coming on this show.
No, I promise you I don't there, buddy.
Oh, the last time you did? The last time your Hoosiers played my Buckeyes?
Yeah.
Oh, I clearly knew that fact. Y'all ran away like a bunch of scaredy cats.
What about the year before when we beat you? What about that?
Year before you beat us.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about that?
You're probably talking before 2001, you dummy.
No, that's a lie. I remember.
Hey, guess what, Caden? I'm gonna break the cover real quick. Guess what? Roy actually plays for Indiana.
See, this is my fake profile, Caden. But guess what? All this stuff you're talking, this is bulletin board material. I'm taking all that you said and I'm giving it to all the football team, and they're gonna get to hear all the things that you said and how you hung out with that. What'd you say? That offensive line, the gay strip club, and all the stuff that y'all did. I'm about to tell them everything. I'm telling them all of it.
Tom, you think we hang out at a gay strip club? Like, hell no.
Yeah, okay.
The only place we hang out in is the weight room at the Woody Hayes for 2, you dummy.
Everything you got going on downstairs is going to be their business, too. All right?
Good Lord.
And you're the one who's full of bullshit, Roy.
Oh, it's me now? It's me? It's not the Clone Trooper fan? It's me.
Yeah, right. I like to see you, if you got a set, I like to see you come and tell me straight to my face.
Oh, no, here we go.
Caden, I would Darth Vader you. I'd Darth Vader you to Grand Canyon.
Oh, shit.
I'd Darth Maul you to you don't even know, Caden.
Hey, Caden, what would you do to Roy if he came and told you that to your face?
And I tombstone pile drive the son of a bitch all the way to hell.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's that. Caden, you speak a big game, but to be a guy that's only 5'1", 97 pounds, you're not that big.
5'1". I'm 6 foot, 196 pounds. You moron.
I've seen where you work, Caden. I've seen you. I've seen you in person. You're not that big.
Oh, really? I'm not that big.
You're not. But listen,
my size may not be. Well, I am that big for 1, and 2, I'm a pretty powerful dude. It's just I don't like to turn the switch, because if you turn that switch any further, Roy, you're gonna really unlock the demon inside this boy that made people scare the shit out of themselves.
I'm scared of you. You got that retard strength.
This is like a world. This is like a WWE match, man. I love it.
The only thing is, though, that switch ain't working because the lights ain't on, Caden.
Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Caden's got that retard strength. He'll rip your head right off.
Oh, okay, Pete. You don't went too far.
Oh, really? Because I'll tombstone your ass, I'll tomb Roy's ass, and I'll tombstone Scott's ass all the way to hell, and I don't give a damn.
Caden, you don't want me to sharp you.
Caden, we're going to have a tag team match then. Is that what we're at? You asking for?
No, Scott. This is a one-on-one. I'm about to Shannon Sharp Caden, and I'm going to go live on Instagram when I do it.
Well, bring it on, you 5 foot, probably 300-pound piece of shit.
Oh, you're right. I'm about 290 off the deep end. So, anyway,
I faced more offensive linemen your size, and I put them in the ground. So trust me, I'll deal with you like a piece of cake.
Caden.
Lord, man.
Caden, I'm gonna let you back to your Harry Potter movies. But I figured I'd come on and just let you know that my Indiana Hoosiers are gonna tear you guys a new one. So if you will, just like I said, I'm gonna let you get back to your Lord of the Rings, Caden.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
You think I'm that kind of a nerd?
Or your Wizards of Waverly Place. All right, I'll let you.
I don't watch that Disney dumb shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, he only watches Star Wars. Calm down.
Oh,
Goodness.
but anyways,
Well, I'm gonna say that.
Someone
Fuck
get
your
some
Hoosiers
popcorn,
because
please.
they're pieces of shit. Fuck your Hoosiers.
look, I'm gonna let you get back to your Beverly Hills Cop, Caden.
Beverly Hills. Yeah. And why don't you go back to watching porn, you sicko?
You're the one that's been talking about it, Caden.
Yeah.
I'm watching porn right now.
Scott, you're writing yourself a bigger
I'm
check
watching my
so that your
sister.
mouth- with your mouth that your ass can't cash.
I'm watching my sister here.
As far as your Georgia Bulldogs are concerned, Scott, they're about to get an ass whipping from Ohio State. It's going to be really bad on their name.
Oh my God!
And I'm going to say that for a fact.
You just said that Georgia's going to win by 49.5 against Alabama, and then you're going to say Ohio State's going to whip our ass? Whoa.
Did I stutter, Scott?
No, you did not. It just sounds like, you know.
And do I
swear to
and
God,
am I
you know,
pointing out the
they
fact
need you.
it's going to be a revenge game for Ohio State when we
They
beat
need
y'all in
you
the
in one
national
of these-
championship?
They need you winning these minor league wrestling teams, because you're damn good at talking shit.
Just not backing it.
Well,
up.
I don't know. In order to play Georgia, you're gonna have to get past.
Right.
You're gonna have to get past Indiana. I don't know if you can do that.
Baylor, man, sorry to give you a stray right here, but I think the way that Colorado beat y'all, beat Ohio State too.
Hey, Roy, you leave Baylor man alone. Leave him alone.
So basically, Indiana's gonna kick Ohio State right in the balls.
Yeah.
Snatch them snatch them a victory.
Let's put it in terms that Caden.
They're gonna kick him right in the nuts.
Let's put it in terms that Caden can understand. They're gonna shoot him with the E11 fucking phaser gun or whatever that thing is. And blow him right off the field.
Hey, hold on, Caden. I'm getting a phone call from one of my players, my teammates right now. Hey, Jason, guess what? I'm talking to this Taylor Swift fan on YouTube right now, and he's saying that Ohio State's they're gonna beat
Taylor.
Yeah,
I don't even listen to that lady. That lady's dumb.
Swifty, calm down. I'm trying to get her to be quiet right now.
Roy, shut the hell up, motherfucker.
Let me calm him down. You know how he's a Travis Kelce fan too. Look, I'm telling you, dude, this guy thinks he's really good. He's like 5 foot, 135 pounds. He works at Costco. He's the one that brought the baby oil to Peete. Yeah. Anyways, look, I'll let you go. I got some bulletin board material from us. He's not all the way up there, upstairs or downstairs apparently, but all right, I'll let you go, bud. All right, see you.
Tiger Baskin's king of the trash talk.
What? What? No, this isn't trash. Listen,
That's Roy D. Mercer.
Yeah, I'm trying to let this man know.
Oh, it's Roy Mercer. I'm sorry, Roy.
Yeah, listen.
Mercer shows no mercy.
Caden, I think you're trying to do good things in life, but there's a difference between trying and doing, and I respect it. I think sometimes we make mistakes in life, and I think sometimes we are the mistake. So I just, I wish you the
Get
best.
to your point, Roy. Cut
I
the bullshit.
No,
I think he's trying to say that you're a retard.
think he's.
hold on now. Listen, not everybody.
Scott, do me the favor and shut up.
Listen.
Oh man.
Boy.
All right, guys. Look, I got to get back to cleaning kitty litter.
All right, Roy.
Have a good day there, buddy. And I hope that
Fuck your Hoosiers. Fuck the Hoosiers.
Hey, listen. I hope that your Spice Girls. I hope they do good this year, buddy. I'll see you later.
See you later, Roy.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Roy. Bravo. Hey, bravo.
Man, you just got buried by an Indiana fan. You realize that?
He's just trash talking. He's not burying me by any means necessary.
He certainly did.
He buried you right up to your. All I can see is that.
To ground. I'm still standing 6 feet tall, and I'm still 195 pounds, and I'm still damn looking good at it.
He buried you right up to your neck. All you can see is that stormtrooper helmet sticking out of the top of the dirt.
What do you think? I'm the size of Luke Skywalker? Hell no.
Oh, Lord. Man, I'm glad I came back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad, mad, down bad said hashtag stop mistreating Roy Mercer. Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep mistreating him until Ohio State whips Indiana's ass, and when they do, Roy's gonna be the one saying he's the one at fault, and I'm gonna tell him I was right.
You know what? I'm going to say this to you, Caden.
Scott, I'm going to cut you right off there for a minute.
For you, what I'm going to say. But, okay, Pete being a Clemson fan, Slim being a Miami fan, I being a Georgia fan, I don't know who else is in here.
Baylor Man is here. You forgot about Baylor Man, you dummy.
I will say this, that all the teams that we all represent are going to whip Ohio State's ass. I mean, any of our team could probably whip Ohio State.
Miami beat Ohio State, Clemson, Indiana, Georgia. Man, if Nate was on here at Michigan, might do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Baylor might do it.
We might just pile on, do a tag team match, like a wrestling match, and come and just beat Ohio State. It's like Slim said earlier today, about he hopes that Alabama and Georgia goes into 10 overtimes. That's what we would probably do. Just go up and, take turns at whipping your ass.
Yeah, good luck, Scott. Good luck.
No luck needed.
Caden, do you go to the games?
I watch them on the TV at home. Because I know every game is going to be good and it's going to be a blowout.
Well, I thought that you have all these friends that are Ohio State players. You don't go to the games? They don't get you tickets?
They offer me tickets, but I don't go because sometimes I work, sometimes I'm at home watching TV. It depends on the weekends.
And what kind of work
I go to the Woody, however, to work out for free, but that's it.
What kind of work do you do, Kate?
I'm a farmhand, and I'm also I work at the same restaurant that I serve them at. Funny enough, Chick-fil-A.
You work as a fireman and you work at Chick-fil-A.
No, a farmer.
A farmhand.
I gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Get that straight, Scott.
Farmer and work at Chick-fil-A, okay? What kind of farmer do you, what are you planning?
Well, chickens, obviously.
I don't work on a chicken farm for one, Pete, so let me just give you the clear facts. I work for two family farms, actually. I work on a 3,000-acre grain farm and a 2,400-acre grain farm, and I'm pretty much one of the main guys that works on the equipment.
So the grain farms. Okay, gotcha. All right. And what do you do as a farmer on these grain farms? What is your
as the farmhand? I do all the service work for one. I'm the main guy that's their service guy. I help change oil on all the semis, fluids, you name it. If they need help changing tires, that's my job. Running grain car, hauling it back to the semis. That's my job. I'm pretty kind of much the multi-purpose employee.
So you're okay. So you're more or less the service mechanic for all of their equipment,
and also kind of the multitasker.
Multitasker, okay. Well,
he basically just does whatever they tell him to do.
I mean, for goodness sakes, yeah, that's multitasker.
It's like whenever they say, "Hey, so and so, go do that," and they go, "No, get Caden to do that," and so he's the guy that get to do it.
The gopher guy. That's right.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. I almost took a job as a gopher guy in L.A.
And I'm also a former two-sport high school and middle school.
Yeah, we know that.
Athlete,
yeah, middle school athlete. Basketball. We know all that. You got offered by Ohio State and everything else.
Yeah. And the thing about that, Caden, you keep bringing that up, and most people are humble about their athleticism and all that, and it just sounds like you're living in your glory days when you bring stuff up like that.
Caden, do you know that I had 3 top 10 or top 5 finishes in the Slob Olympics? What do you think about that?
Not impressed.
Not impressed? What's more impressive
Not
than being a
impressed.
two-sport middle school athlete?
The
I
Slav
think.
Olympics?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not joining the Slav Olympics.
Come on, man.
That's weak sauce.
Shit. Yeah, it says somebody who's never done it.
You know, I bungee jumped out of a hot air balloon.
I went through, let's say, 29 haunted houses and never got scared once. I went through pretty much, I've gotten myself tombstone by The Undertaker, choke slammed. I've got and at the last ride 3 times. I've gotten knocked out by the world's largest athlete 4 times. I sat up after the 4th time. Let's see. I've been put through not 2, but 3 tables by my arch rival from the school up north, not Michigan, but from a city up north of from where I played at Ohio State. I was sent to the hospital not once, 2, but 3 times. Literally escaped the hospital 3 times. So, yeah, I've been through the ringer.
Did you say you got knocked out by the world's largest athlete 3 times?
Who's that, Big Show?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Caden, can I say something? Can I give you a little word of advice? You know, being bragatory does not bode well for your personality.
Well, you know what, Scott? I'm going to do you the favor.
You know,
I'm going to do you this favor. At least I experienced it, not you.
Experienced what?
Getting knocked out.
My friend. Here, listen, Caden. There's no way in hell that you would come close to the adventures I have had in my lifetime. Not even close. If you had 5 freaking lifetimes.
Are you saying that
Just please understand that's why I'm not here to brag, but I will tell you that I have done more in my lifetime than you could ever imagine that you did in your lifetime.
Well, I mean, I'm 20, 21.
I am the
so
American
I mean,
badass here, brother. Okay? I am, not you.
Well, at least I've got badass written in green and yellow down my spine. And it ain't the cowardly colors. It's the colors of the tractor I drive, you dumb son of a bitch.
It's Baylor colors, sir.
He's what so you got the John Deere colors. I got you. All right.
Baylor colors.
Get that fact straight, Scott. And 2, I got more badass written in my blood than you ever have, and even more than Pete has.
Oh my God!
Why do I keep catching strays?
That's them fighting words.
It becomes
Fight words are allowed on this show, Baylor man.
Where's Volusia at?
Volusia.
He's on here.
I know he went to like a circus or something.
Possibly.
Yeah, Volusia, he's one of the clowns at the Clemson University's circus program. I found that out.
Yeah. All right, good.
All right.
Pete, have a great weekend.
I gotta end this.
I'm going to go hit the bar.
Well, I'm going to end it this way, Pete. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Midday Show with PigskinPeete. Yours truly, Caden the Man, Scott, and my good friend Slim Shady, and Baylor Man.
All right, that was too long of an outro. Bye.
I swear it's like having one of these amateur wrestlers on.
Yeah.
He just talks crap.
I believe him when he says he got knocked out 3 times. I believe that. That's the only thing I do believe.
That's pretty true. True. All right. Well, everyone have a great weekend.
All right. See you later, Scott.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. 3-hour show today. Slim just gave up. I think he wanted to go like mow the yard or something.
Maybe.
All right, Baylor man, thank you for coming on, buddy.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
All right, good luck to your Bears this week.
Yeah, probably need it.
All right, man. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me as well. Thank you for tuning into the Midday Show. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope everyone is safe out there. I know a lot of you guys without power and whatnot. So, anyway, that's going to do it for me. So my streaming schedules, I'm definitely doing the primetime games tomorrow night. So Clemson and Stanford and Georgia and Alabama are on at 7 and 7:30. I think there's one more game. Is it Louisville? No, it's Northern Illinois and I think it's Northern Illinois and Florida State. That comes on at like 8. So we'll watch all 3 of those games tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your Friday. Talk to y'all later.